Oh my god, everybody. Hi. Today has been crazy. Holy crap. In fact, I almost just destroyed my entire desk just a few seconds ago by trying to sit down, having realized that I was late because I was getting a can of Pringles. This stream is not sponsored by Pringles. Anyway, how's everyone doing? I really wanted a snack of Pringles, and this cost me some embarrassment. um, I think the damage is okay. I think it's just a fallen pair of Mickey ears, which I can fix. Eh. No. There we go. Okay. Okay, we're good. Anyway, how's everybody doing? I hope your weeks are going better than mine was. Wait, today's Tuesday. Last week sucked. This week is slow. I don't know, it feels slow. I just feel like it needs to go faster. And it hasn't yet. And I'm annoyed by that. Alright, are you not? There we go. We didn't have heat until this morning, which was fun. By fun, I mean it was not. It was very much not fun. I was very angry at management. No worries. Oh, puppies. Puppies. So yeah, we got heat back this morning. It was only after I threatened legal action. That was kind of great. And inversely, we also had withheld our rent because it was more than a week without heat. And then they kind of sent like this whole big long, not a big long thing, but they had like an automated message that was like, constables have been alerted, please pay by this time, otherwise we will begin eviction proceedings. It's like, bitch, we weren't paying the rent because we had no heat. It's fucking December in New England. It was way below the health code. We're paying how much for this apartment, and we had no heat that you're also supposed to pay for, mind you. Like, it's not one of the utilities we pay for. God. I love renting. Like, we've already decided we're not staying here. So, anyway, we've got some fun games tonight. And notice I said games. Because, yes, we are actually doing probably multiple games. So, CJ, who's not in this stream at the moment, currently doing their own stream. I'm not sure which one, which Nancy Jew they're streaming, but CJ has been telling me about this game, Detective Grimoire, for quite some time now. And it's been hard to say no. It is an investigation and deduction game. However, what I did find out from speaking on the Discord, which if you are not involved, is right here. Please go ahead and drop that in your browser and feel free to join. From discussions on the Discord, there is a Flash game that preceded the 2014 game. So I have the Flash game, and we're going to go ahead and do that. I went up and found it on Newgrounds. It wasn't exactly that difficult, but yeah, we're going to play a Flash game on Newgrounds on stream. And I'm guessing it probably won't be that long. So, yeah, I haven't played like a proper Flash game in a while. And it's particularly interesting because Flash is going to be gone in less than a month. Support for Flash is just gone January 1st. It's just done over, kaput. Dot. There was another word in there that I wanted to come up with, but I verschnickt. That doesn't sound right. But it's done. It's over. Rip Flash indeed. However, it is quite old. It's you're thinking of it in terms of technology. It's definitely on the older end. So, and it's a big security risk having it just kind of kicking around, especially when HTML5 is just as good, if not better. No, it's better. Sorry, it's not just as good. It's just better. HTML5 is better. Java can do a bunch of things as well. Like programming language wise, Flash was a flashpoint in internet history. I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna go ahead and end my stream right now. We're done. That's it. I can't make jokes like that. But yeah, it's interesting because we've also been bringing some of this up. I actually 2 weeks ago in one of my classes, which is all about digital preservation, talked about Flash game preservation and how that was being done. How it's a relatively more recent effort, despite the fact that we've known Flash was going to be going away for quite some time. It's kind of an odd thing. And then taking it a step further, that it's a very crowd-funded thing. It's not crowd-funded. That's not the word I want to use. It's a very community-based effort, which in some ways is good and in other ways is terrible. The good news is that you've got a lot of hands working on it. Bad news is that the majority of those hands don't know what they're doing. They might know what they're doing on a technological way by grabbing all of these things, finding a way to archive them so that they last in other ways, in a playable and downloadable format. However, they do not know how to properly catalog these things. I've glimpsed at some of the metadata on some of the saved Flash games, and whoo, whoo. That's all I gotta say. It's not good. It's not good. So, yeah, it's definitely one of those things to think about, talk about, find out more about. Kind of preserving digital born objects is kind of an odd thing. Another example that came up in our class discussion was actually the Space Jam website. Since a lot of people cited that as being something that has been preserved. Fun fact, it has not been preserved, actually. While many of the original graphics remain and the domain has just never been taken down, it was an accident, really. A lot of the links that are on there are actually updated and modern links. They bring you to show you brand new movies that WB is coming out with. So it is not a time capsule so much as it's been regularly updated to a certain degree. Like, regularly updated, what we consider to be for a website is very different for that, but like, it is not its original form, you know? It's very interesting. Anyway, let's get to this game. I have no idea what we're going to get into. Flash is weird. So let's give it a shot. You get to watch me play in my browser window. This took a little bit of finessing, I'm not going to lie. But here we are. Yes, indeed. Murder Most Foul. She's dead, honey. Dead. DED. That's a weird way to say that. Hugh Everton, crime, murder? I don't think that's how that is usually phrased. Gonna go past that. Jerry Spears. Hall of Mirrors? Clown. Nobody likes clowns. If you can't do it, no one can. Oh boy. One night. Okay. I love random sound effects. Why does this guy keep laughing at me? What's so funny? Yeah, I'm just gonna ask the difficult questions like, why do you have a mustache? Okay. Ah. Exactly. This small child. Oh, she's definitely the killer. Are you sure about that? You want to double check that one? Well, I don't know. I think they all did it. They're all sketch. I think the officer's mustache did it from the beginning. Okay. Ooh, what's this? Flower belt squirts acid out. Full Joker moment. This is fascinating dialogue. I had a bundle of chips. Frilly clown slacks. I'm not sure what the mechanic here is. Okay. Okay. When a character is hiding something, you must perform eye contact interrogation to get the truth out of them. Cursor to the left of his face to look away from the suspect. As soon as they begin lying, you should be able to tell there will be a white flash. Move your cursor to the right to look them in the eye. Okay. Okay. Yeah, that was a very odd way to... Oh, fuck. Here she is. She's back. This small child is already scaring me. Oh, that just keeps getting better and better. That bathroom's been closed for 40 years. Ugh. Okay. I was to say, yeah, you keep taking it on and off. Like, are you suiting or not suiting? Come on. Okay. Nah. Okay, I can skip and... Alright. This is not the one from Steam. Hello, Tina. It's been a while. Welcome back. We're going to get to the one from Steam, though, tonight, hopefully. I believe this one's relatively short. But this is the original Detective Grimoire. Get the truth, of course. There we go. All right. It's a Flash game. It's just this is I know, right? I haven't been to Newgrounds since high school, I think. The Steam one is fully voiced, yeah. It's fully voiced and actually fully animated, I believe. Okay. A little bit of everything, a little bit of nothing at the same time, you know. You did miss a really, really cool game that I played last week, Return of the Obra Dinn. If you haven't heard of it, I strongly recommend it. It's a trip. It's a ride. Nubhat. His name is Nubhat. A lot of people blaming Charles here. Nobody likes the clown. Oh, it's a... okay. Hello. Oh. I didn't need to go in here. Jerry Spears? All right. Get the truth, of course. It's like, is this game mechanic like mayhem and the eyes and the drama? Like, just, is that what this is? Hmm. The grunting is kind of annoying. Yeah. Um. Get the truth. Spill it. He just manages to get. Shoot. No, stop. Okay. Okay. So have we now gone everywhere? Yeah, okay. God, the moaning. Uh. Okay. Hmm. Get it. He cut the thingy. Yep, not convinced at that one. He literally just said that someone must have put them in the bin, except that we have confirmation that someone saw him put it in the bin. I already did all these. Yeah, push him. I don't know why the game is like, do you want to do this? And like, you mean the basic mechanic of finding out what's going on? Like, of course I want. Wish there were a way to stop this. Okay. Okay. The reward is that they stop moaning. Right, I already did this one. Trust fund movie villain, oh my god. It's so true though. Oh, fuck. I thought that was a person's, like, hat or something. Oh, okay. Okay. Looks like I've got all the clues. Dance Revolution, oh my goodness. All of that happening at once, I can understand it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we know who was the one here, but... Whoops. Okay. Okay, we're done, I think. All right. So it called into yeah. Water cooler's broken. He calls. You can select yourself. I didn't even see that. Punch him with the facts. Boom. Bah. What was that? What was that? Well, we did it. Like I said, I knew this one was gonna be short. Okay. Voice acting by Ego Raptor. I haven't seen that name in forever. Hold on. Hold on. What? I literally haven't seen that. Wow. Okay. Yeah, it is. Woo. Okay. So, that's the Flash game. Let's see what came of the not Flash game. All right. So you guys got to give me a quick second here. I got to do some prep work, get the actual game running. I call it an actual game. Technically, the other one is also an actual game. It should be. I need to capture that one. Not working. There it is, except it's the wrong size. Okay, is there a way that I can do that? Calculator? I don't have the calculator open. What? Weather? Okay. I'm gonna do moan for our game. Okay. So I'm going to have to do some work on the fly to make this look good. So you'll have to forgive me for the not so great presentation. Okay. A little bit of resizing. Teeny, teeny, tiny bit of resizing here. Okay, that's good. All right. Here is, so for those who don't know about this, I can quickly look some info up for you. So, Detective Grimoire, or Detective Grimoire Secret of the Swamp, is a murder mystery point-and-click game developed by SFB Games and published by Armor, released on iOS in 2014, later released Android, PC, Mac, Linux, and Steam. It is intended to be the first game in a true Detective Grimoire franchise. It was predated by a Flash game of the same name in 2007. So this is from 2014. What we just finished playing was from 2007, otherwise known as the height of Flash. Honestly, let's be honest. Just moving past some things on there. So yeah. Why doesn't it say? Okay, the game was crowdfunded on Kickstarter in July 2012, raising 29,611 USD. Yeah, that's pretty much all that's there. It's rated very well. Metacritic rated it a 83 out of 100. So that's not bad. So let's jump in, I guess. See what 30,000 gives people. Interesting. Is it going to be more moaning? I mean, it's already better.
Last night, a murder occurred in a remote part of this swamp. A small tourist attraction, deep within the heart of the marsh.
Hold on. A tourist attraction? Here? I don't get it. Why would anyone come here by choice?
Amen.
Explained this already. This area is famous.
Famous. All I read was that some idiot thought they saw an alien here 100 years ago.
Get your facts straight for once. We're talking about a creature that's lived in the swamp for over 60 years.
Okay, so it's a 60-year-old alien. I still don't see why it matters.
If it matters to anyone, it's you. That creature is our prime suspect.
The murder suspect?
That's right. This is no Loch Ness monster. You need to be taking this seriously.
No, look, come on.
I'm not sure how the boats are
How am I
working,
supposed
yeah.
to arrest something that might not exist?
We've always enjoyed a challenge before. You can start by reading this.
Our case file?
I think they're supposed to be sitting
There's
across
not a
from
lot
each
of
other
us
on the
there.
boat, but
As usual, we only know the bare essentials at this point.
Richard Remington, founder of tourist attraction Boggy's Bog, very clever name, was found dead outside his office at 20:45 last night. Cause of death unknown. 3 small wounds to the chest suggest an attack from the clawed creature. A clawed creature, okay. Slime around the wound and footprints found at the scene suggests the culprit was Boggy, the legendary swamp creature. Any of the 7 other people present in the swamp last night could hold vital information. I like how he has a really prominent nose, and then you look at the actual outline and you can see his nose and his mustache, not any other features though. Okay. Yeah, it's his beard, right? Right? He doesn't have a face. He just has a beard. That's the suspect? Oh, that's the monster? He's got a big smile. He looks like a doofus. It's kind of cute, but okay. We'll move on, I guess.
Our murder victim, Richard Remington, he was in charge of this, tourist attraction.
I want a plushie like that too. Take the monster into custody.
What a
How do I handcuff
Boggy
tentacles?
is the name of our creature. Well, nowadays it is.
You mean that stupid cartoon character? I've heard of him. That thing is our murder suspect?
There's more to Boggy than the cartoon character, I promise you. This is the place it all began. You'll find out soon enough.
Womp womp. No hat. But psh.
Your case file is in the top right.
Origin story.
You can look at your clues and suspect profiles in here. When you've collected some, of course. I'll stay and guard our boat, so if you're confused, come back here and I'll help you.
What did these do?
Not suspicious. Suspicious?
Huh. Interesting. Okay. Interesting.
Ah, back so soon, Grimoire? What's troubling you?
Your mustache is troubling me.
We're
That
gonna-
thing seems to be longer every time I see you.
You've been warned about this, detective. Don't talk about my facial hair, and I won't talk about yours.
What's wrong with mine? It's perfectly under control. It's trimmed and ready for action.
Grimoire, you're supposed to be investigating a murder. Stop wasting time.
That's where I need to go. I can
Take the
switch to
mustache
walk
and-
mode
yeah.
in the bottom right. Oh, and if I'm feeling confident, I can turn off those sparkly hit icons in the options menu.
Trimmed and ready for action. I know, right? I'm gonna handcuff the mustache. Oh, this child.
Wow, you didn't get lost yet.
No, I only just got here. Who are you?
You don't remember.
No, I
Of course,
definitely do,
you're
but
not
I don't
great at
want to.
remembering. I should be offended, though.
You're that weird girl from the fairground.
Saw your hat blow through here already. You must be slow, if it wouldn't even wait for you.
Well, if you'll let me, I'd better go after it. You can wait here and be
You'll
faithful.
get lost. I would never forgive myself if I let you go through without the map.
You have a map of the swamp?
Not anymore. I'm giving it to you.
You should really stay here. It's dangerous. There's been a murder. Although I suppose you know all about it already?
You're saying it was the creature, but it can't be him. He doesn't seem like a killing sort of creature. Nope. He's a
I mean,
different
there's an easy answer to why this
Wait,
girl is
what do
at
you
every
mean?
murder scene.
If you... She disappeared.
When he says she disappeared, I don't think he means in the, like, ran away sense. Moriarty. She is his Moriarty.
Can I imagine her? Is an opportunity for a photographic memento. The two characters are unexplored.
Everyone's
and
going into
himself.
custody.
Are they fighting? It's an old statue of Boggy. His feet are hidden in a bucket of murky water. The fence that seems to surround this entire area. Just an old tree. No clue. I still don't quite understand why we have a tourist attraction here. Don't forget to use walk mode to move around. just my luck. Looks like I can move these metal latches around.
Puzzle time.
I should just have to slide at least one of them out of the bottom of the lock. Then I'll be able to get through this gate. Probably.
Yeah, puzzle time. Okay, hold on. Whoa. Green.
Hey, nice. I might get one of these from my office.
That wasn't too bad. I can do this.
This is the tourist attraction? The whole thing just doesn't make sense to me. Let's do some thinking. Drag any two stray thoughts into those slots at the bottom.
It is a pretty terrible
Flick
lock,
through the
right? Especially if it's meant to keep
connecting
people out,
statements
and the mechanism to unlock it is on the side of the people you're meaning to keep out.
To make a sentence, tap the confirm button to try it out. I just have to focus my thoughts and reach a conclusion. Boggy's Bog seems like the middle of nowhere. The swamp is far too remote for the tourist attraction to make any money. It's really bugging me. What's the story behind this place?
Okay, so I only get to do that once. Okay. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, and I can't... I want to go back and I want to do more, you know?
There's a hollow part of the tree right at the front, but it's too dark to see inside. Note to self.
Ooh!
There's a hollow part.
Yeah, but there's a thing in there. I don't know. Boggy's Bog is pretty high up on my list, personally. I'm already feeling it.
These flower petals seem a little out of place, lying on the ground over there. A rather prominent tree stump looming over the wooden pathway. It's hard to ignore. I should visit the crime scene before I do anything else. I think Officer James said it was to the west. A rather prominent tree stump looming over the wooden pathway. Looks like this path leads towards the northwest corner of Boggy's Bog. I can't wait.
Me either. Let's go.
There's a narrow path here leading up that hill and through the trees. It doesn't look inviting. I'm not sure it's part of the tourist attraction. I can't get in here without a key. And I don't feel like kicking the door down. Maybe if I get
I
desperate.
can't unlock the door without the key.
There's an open window above Remington's body. One of the curtains is ripped and hanging on the outside. The strange footprint stopped right by these reeds. Maybe I should take a...
It
maybe I
is
can move
indeed
some of them out of the way.
locked.
A strange pair of green flippers.
Green
badly hidden
flippers.
in the reeds outside the office.
I will take that. Thank you very much.
So, this is where they found Remington's
Achievement
body.
unlocked. Let's get started. Holy green flippers, Batman. Okay.
go.
What am I supposed to do with opening the police file again? I know.
What's this? There's a lockpick dropped amongst the weeds down here in the water. I just have to work out which vine to break and tap that button.
Tap that button.
That's the one, but I wonder where this lockpick came from.
And why are there buttons in the water? Covered in slime.
There are bizarre footprints with 3 toes leading up to the office door. And back down into those reeds by the water. There are bizarre and...
What about the regular footprints?
There are and...
I'm going to talk about the fact that there's a set of regular footprints in several different directions here.
I can't...
Okay, so how do I use the lockpick? Trimmed and ready for a drinking game. If it sounds like it might be semi-sexual, then take a drink. Nope. Okay, so I can't use the lockpick?
Maybe... maybe... There's one of the... I don't...
Okay. Huh. It would be criminal, I know, right? Oh my god.
It's Remington's office. I don't really want to go inside, but I don't think I have a choice.
Yeah, but you can't go inside. You need a key to go inside, and there is no key, and you won't
I
do
can't
anything about it.
Some suspects.
There we go.
Let's get... All right, let's see. Another suspect for my notebook.
That's a little rude.
No, I'm sorry. Did I say that bit out loud?
Maybe not. Maybe I can hear your thoughts.
So would you be able to answer my questions before I asked you?
Would you be able to question my answers before I tell you?
I could try.
I'm Bobby Burl, professional cameraman. Pleased to meet you.
Why
I'm
is
Detective
his
Grimoire.
head like
I'm here to investigate
pillar.
last night's murder. Obviously.
he doesn't have a neck, it's literally just a
Is
head
that your first name?
that comes out of... Detective is his first name.
It's my second name. Detective is my first name.
Ed's dad. Ed, and Eddie.
So you already told me what you do, but now, why would a cameraman be working here?
I go where I'm needed. Vincent wanted to come to the swamp, and I was happy to help.
Vincent
I also
Van Beer.
think
You mean
that...
man standing on that rock over there?
That's right. I've worked with him
Do
for
we
many
see
years.
his chest
Is he your
hair?
boss?
Oh, I don't know about that.
This
We worked
carpet?
together. He's tried to film here before, but he never got permission until about a week ago.
Oh, really? But why did you want to come here in the first place?
If you're looking for a reason to write down in your notebook,
90
I'm
Day
sure he
Fiancé.
can tell you if you ask him. I'm just the guy who carries around the camera.
You always carry that camera with you?
Most of the
So
time.
much... It's so much chest hair.
You were here yesterday, I presume? Last night?
Yes, I was.
Here, in this clearing?
No, I was over at the cafe getting something to eat. Richard Remington was there too.
Remington? You saw him last night? Just before the murder?
That's right, I saw him. He left the cafe looking rather ill. I offered to help, but he just wanted to go back to his office. He looked like he had a lot on his mind.
He was ill yesterday?
Burly.
Yes, it was something
Oh,
he
yeah.
You should ask someone else. Try showing it to somebody different. A prolific cameraman with exceptional skills at carrying heavy equipment. What is it? Some evidence from last night's murder? That's great.
Okay. So it's pretty much the same kind of mechanics.
Yes, do you have a message for me?
but
no,
not
I
like
don't think so.
Then why are you here? I'm
Flash
incredibly
jank.
busy.
You don't look it. Who are you anyway?
What a question.
You're doing
serious?
great,
I
sweetie.
am Vincent van der Peer,
The famous movie director?
the artist, the visionary, the auteur. I'm a man of many talents.
So you're just Michael Bay.
That's great. Let's hope you have a talent for answering my questions.
You're in my light. Could you take a few steps back?
Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on with
Then I'll be
the
too far away to
fringe on his
I
face.
know.
Can anyone just walk in here and start filming? Vincent van der Peer only recently got permission from Richard Remington to film here in the swamp. I wonder if Mr. Van der Peer has been breaking rules. Or maybe he'll have an excuse.
Oh, the challenge topic. It's a challenge topic, not a challenge of like, do this thing. Okay, I see.
What's a famous guy like you doing in a place like this?
Quite. I'm sure you're thinking, why doesn't he send an assistant? But that's not the way this director works.
But what are you doing?
I'm feeling, I'm experiencing.
Origin story for the mustache.
Discovering this
Yes.
area, the history, the atmosphere. It's the perfect setting for my next film. I'm on a scouting mission to get to know this swamp before I begin work on the latest masterpiece in a string of masterpieces.
You're making a movie about Boggy? About the swamp creature?
Of course. He's a fascinating individual, isn't he? So mysterious.
How do we know that-
I haven't met him yet. Is
How do we know
the
that the
cameraman over there?
swamp creature
Yes, that's right. Bobby
presents
Burr,
male?
My faithful right-hand man. Well,
Can
faithful
we
enough,
as human
you know.
beings understand the
No,
gender
I
of a swamp
don't know.
creature?
He's an expert cameraman. Really knows his trade, of course. but he
Murder
gets
would
a
sell
bit
some
muddled
tickets.
when it comes to priorities.
Like how? You mean he's lazy? He doesn't look lazy. Looks a bit scary.
Oh no, nothing of the sort. He just has a little hobby that sometimes distracts him from his work.
A
But I wouldn't
hobby.
want anyone else shooting for me.
Were you working yesterday?
Tell me about
Here
last
in the
night,
swamp?
sweetie.
Indeed, I was working very hard indeed, well into the night.
Hard work, is it? Getting to know the swamp?
Getting to
You
know
jest, but
you.
yesterday I was
Getting to
getting
know
even more involved
all
than usual.
about
Yes,
you.
difficult to comprehend, I know.
So what kind of work were you doing?
Well, I was unable to find my faithful cameraman last night. He had hidden himself quite completely from view.
Bobby Burrow, right? Did you need him to film for you?
Always. But being a resourceful type of man, I stepped up and took on the responsibility myself. I was filming in this exact area, in fact.
You were filming
Oh.
last night? Here?
Yes, at the time of the murder, I believe. But wait, I know what you're thinking. Now, don't forget, I'm not here to shoot some experimental documentary. I have no interest in late-night surveillance footage.
Did you see anything at all? What is it you were filming?
The water. I was filming the water. It's a fascinating subject, one that has me captivated to the point where
So, you
Water.
didn't see anything useful? Got excited there for a minute.
Nothing useful to you, my good detective, but there are some odd sounds on the audio track. Nothing but wild animals going about their nighttime rituals, I'm sure.
Oh ho
Is
ho.
there something I should ask the cameraman? Vincent van der Peer told me that Bobby
The
Burrow
shape of
was
water.
nowhere to be found last night. Simple enough. What was Mr. Burrow doing last night that meant he couldn't help out his boss?
I don't know if it's any use to you at all. I'll film again tonight and try to get a version without all those bizarre noises in the background.
Can I view the noises?
I don't really have time to be looking. You won't be getting... Now there's a man who could handle himself.
I'm not so sure.
Well, apart from yesterday, that was just a one-off, wasn't it?
For him, I think so, yes.
It was also the final off.
Ah, yes. The reason we're all here, of course.
Not me.
Isn't he your prime suspect?
Well, officially, yeah, but I mean...
What an amazing creature! No one has seen him for 60 years and he still manages to get accused of murder. Incredible!
This guy is...
He's been working with me for a number of years. A real expert, of course. The world's premier director. The king of wit and whimsy. You met him? You're a lucky man.
I heard this isn't the first time you've tried to film here.
Where? In the swamp? What are you talking about?
Remington has denied you the filming permission in the past.
Oh, that. Nothing but the natural
Okay.
process of being in a profession like mine. Every situation simply requires the right approach before the gears start turning smoothly. You understand, I'm sure.
Why did Remington not want you filming here? And why did he change his mind?
It wasn't even up to him. This area is protected, you know. There are certain rules, certain regulations. I encounter this kind of thing all the time, really.
That doesn't explain why he changed his tune. It's a little suspicious.
Why would you say that?
A famous movie director suddenly gets his way. I wonder how that happened. Time to use my notebook. Just drag an item onto the paper to draw the idea.
Money is a possibility, but threatening him is another. Threatening him would make a more compelling story.
Right. That's the
Oh,
one.
okay.
I think you bribed Remington to get the filming rights.
Well, bribe is a strong word. It was just a little arrangement between friends.
I
Nothing
mean,
worth getting
Remington
upset
can
about.
appreciate a good
I
beard,
had
right?
simply
He's got
promised him
one.
a cut of my next
Although
movie
this is more of
profits.
a
It made sense, since he owned the area anyway.
fringe.
Just a favor for a favor.
So you would have owed him money.
Only a small percentage, simply out of courtesy. And not for a long time, either.
I did the thing. Oh, here we go. Okay. Oh. Oh. What's that ripping?
Oh?
Oh. All right, let's talk, baby.
The famous director, and my friend.
I heard from Mr. Vanderpure over there that you were nowhere to be found last night.
Didn't I say I was at the cafe?
Yeah, you did. But your director needed you for some filming, and he couldn't find you. What were you doing that was so important?
Well, let's see. After I ate, I had a walk around the swamp. I didn't have my camera, so I was free to stretch my legs for once.
Where was your camera? Don't you carry it around with you all the time?
No, not all the time.
You left it with Vanderpure, and he used
Okay.
it instead that night.
That's right, he was looking after that camera. So I went for a late-night stroll. This place is beautiful in the evenings.
You just walked around? You didn't do anything? Didn't see anyone?
Well, I can't say that. I have various ways to pass the time, you know.
Vanderpeer said you had a hobby.
Okay, I
inside.
thought I was gonna have to
Is
guess
that
what the
what he
hobby
said?
was.
Well, yes, he's right. I brought 2 cameras with me when I came here. I left my video camera, yes, but I have another one. It's much smaller, and it only takes black and white photographs. You know the kind I mean?
A really old one?
Yes, I suppose so.
It's called
I've
a.
always enjoyed traditional photography, and this place
Okay.
is a wonderful opportunity to take some pictures of a natural environment.
So, you were having some time off to take black and white photographs? It was for fun.
Only one photograph. You have to be disciplined when you're not using a digital camera.
Can I see it?
Of course. I took it near the woods at the back of the swamp. It's quite an interesting shot, but the light qualities weren't perfect.
This is
Here we
true.
are.
Can't say
Feel
Polaroid.
free to take a look.
Wait, what? This is a photo?
I haven't developed it yet. I only took it last night. Just brush the developing fluid over the photo to reveal the image.
Yeah, that's not how it works, but okay. We've had Nancy Drew games and we've had Titanic games that. Look at how wibbly wobbly he
Is
is.
that Boggy? The swamp creature just standing in the water?
It could be. Personally, I'm not convinced, but I'll let you decide for
Personally, I'm
yourself.
not convinced. As you look directly at this thing? Okay, sure. Okay, well,
I don't think it's a window, but this hatch is shut at the moment. I can't see inside. This side of the museum is surrounded by blue and red flowers. I don't think it's a window. This. That's the logo for Boggy's Bog. So, I'm guessing this museum is an official.
who's
part
that?
of the Children's
Pokemon!
Interest
It's very true.
That museum is quite a nice building, which makes it look even more out of place in a swamp. Is it being held up in wooden supports? It's bizarre. That museum is which is it?
Okay, so I can't get in.
I don't think this side of the museum is around. I don't think it's a window, but it's this.
Okay.
The door's jammed.
Ah,
unless
there
I
we go.
Get these brass handles out of the way. Seems like I can rotate them around, just until the gap in the middle is clear. That top hat guy would have so struggled with this one.
Top hat guy?
I'd better take a look at this. This journal, it's full of drawings and notes all about Boggy. It seems to be the centerpiece of the entire museum.
And you just picked it up.
Let's see here. This journal belonged to the explorer.
Boggy is kind of cute, that's the
First
thing.
discovered Boggy in this swamp 60 years ago. Models of Boggy's claws. Hold on. What's this? Something doesn't seem right here. I think I should try arranging these models into pairs. Something seems out of place. I don't think these gloves are part of the
Look at
exhibit.
the big mittens! Boop boop.
It looks like someone tried to hide them here.
Look at how silly they look.
There's a little door in the wall here. I think it leads outside. It's locked, though. Apparently, this is the exact hat worn by the explorers 60 years ago. It seems everyone is destined to lose a hat or two in this damn swamp.
Womp womp.
Apparently the museum was founded by the explorer many years ago, in a different location. It's only recently been moved here to be part of the tourist attraction. That might explain why it looks so out of place. It's a poster from the old Boggy cartoon show. It says, "Another story from Boggy's Bog."
Recorded by Swamp Sound.
Actually, I think this is from the very first episode. Boggy playing the piano. He's having a grand old time. Copyright MCM XXXIV. That would be 1930, 1934?
He's just, yeah.
Swamp Studios, providing the best in swamp-based animated entertainment.
That's a market.
Copyright.
I wanted to. I won't talk about SFB.
It's
All right.
It's a. Some educational facts about swamps. Did you know swamps are gross? Yes? Yes, I did.
Hey, swamps are an important part of the ecosystem. I may not like them either,
These are
but
skulls? Oh, they're just models. Creepy models. Things in jars. Ooh. I don't like things in jars. Unless the thing is marmalade.
marmalade.
Let me guess, you don't work here, do you? I wonder if that makes you the first tourist I've seen today.
You're incorrect, Detective. I am no mere tourist.
How
Here we
did you
go.
know I was a detective? Was it my stylish trench coat? My sensitive, inquisitive manner?
It was the clueless expression on your face.
What are you
Oh,
talking
wow.
Yeah, that's the one.
Right. That's it. You've done it now. What's
That's it,
your
you're
name?
arrested.
I go by Folder. Agent Folder. What are you doing?
I'm writing in my diary. It's been a long day. So, if you're not a tourist, and you don't work here...
I am a scholar, an academic. I'm here to research the past and uncover the future.
So, you're visiting the museum. For fun.
Fun! Oh, there's nothing so simple as fun to be had here. I come to this museum night and day to study its secrets.
Ah, what kind of secrets?
There are things to study.
It's just a museum about Boggy, right? The swamp creature.
He's one of the most intriguing modern examples of cryptozoology. A fascinating combination of scientific fact and wild speculation.
I'm with you on the speculation front. Although, come to think of it, people have been hinting that I should find out about the history of this creature.
A wise suggestion. And you've come to the right person. My knowledge far exceeds anyone else you might have met so far.
So, you'll help me?
I suppose I could divulge some of my findings with you, if you're in the mood for a little light reading. Let me find it for you. Oh yeah, this'll do. Something for beginners at least.
Here we go. Boggy Swamp became protected hunted area after the reports of hunting. Appearance has changed from the original sketches in which he has 3 claws in each arm. The modern character has simple fin-like arms instead to make him less threatening. No footprints were recorded in the journal, but some experts believe that information is out there somewhere. Okay.
So, Mr. Folder.
Agent Folder.
Yeah, were you here yesterday? What were you doing last night?
I was here, in the museum, going through my files one final time before disappearing into the night.
Don't museums usually close?
Is that a
I do.
Rolodex?
I've never been one to
Oh my
worry about other
God.
people's schedules. I come and go as I please. There's a key to every lock, Detective.
Oh, so you have the key to the museum?
Of course I don't. Why would you think that?
Well,
Once again, that clueless expression. I use a lockpick and get in through the small side door. I have a right to be here, you see. Remington has no business locking me out, so I don't let him.
You just admitted to breaking the law. If everyone did that, my job would be a lot easier.
My best lockpick. This new one's cheap. I used to own one, a superior model. Unfortunately, I misplaced it in one of the darker corners of the swamp, so
I'm writing down your confession about sneaking around here at night.
And what are you gonna do? Report me to Remington? Good luck, my friend.
I need to pick. my
Sweetie,
questions
I am
carefully.
the Nancy dork. Ah,
The lockpick I found near Remington's body might belong to Agent Folder. As far as I know, Agent Folder is experienced with lockpicks. I wonder if he's hiding something.
Wouldn't take much.
Something you found on the floor? Come back when I'm not so busy, alright? This file goes over some basic differences between the genuine creature and the cartoon character. It's nothing more than a basic overview, really. Something you found on the floor? Come back when I'm... The real swamp creature had claws. 3 on each hand, to be precise. But why does the costume just have these pathetic fins instead? Guesswork. Nobody can know what Boggy's feet look like. It's his greatest secret. Actually, this is a classic example of a cryptid photograph.
Cryptids.
What's a cryptid?
A creature unknown to science. Look at the slight blurring in this photo, the murky exposure. It's perfect.
It's perfect because it can't really be used as evidence?
Now you're catching on.
It's his greatest secret is his feet. That's it. Agent Folder's into feet. That's what we're getting out of this. He's got a foot fetish and a monster fetish at the same time.
An important piece of the puzzle. This journal is a key to unlocking the history of this place. I've never seen that before, and I never want to see it again.
Wiki feet? Is that a thing?
Obviously.
Is that a thing?
You're wasting your precious time, detective. This person is of no interest to me whatsoever.
Oh my god.
If I cared about that person, I would know everything I need to know already.
That disturbs me.
Next time, only show me something if it's important. Let's make that a rule. Are you asking about the cartoon character? Because I have no interest in such childish matters.
No, I think I'm asking about the actual creature. What's the difference anyway?
Everything! The man was a fool. That's all you need to know.
I have a bone to pick with you.
Are you setting yourself up for a joke? Something about a lockpick?
Maybe. Who knows? Stop distracting me. I'm trying to interrogate you.
My apologies, go ahead.
So, what are we showing Folder now?
The lockpick, sweetie.
Where did I find this again? I found a lockpick at the scene of the crime.
Oh,
It's not a
you
toy,
did.
it's an action
Why does this
figure.
concern me?
Oh my god.
You already admitted to owning one of these, and how you're ever so happy to come and go as you please with it, am I right? Be honest.
Luckily for me, Detective, I was honest with you. I believe I have already explained that second lockpick before you even found it.
You left your lockpick
Shit.
by Remington's office yesterday. Let's think about this one again. I have a...
Are you... something...
Stop this...
My...
So...
Okay.
Where did I found a
Okay.
lock...
Oh, apparently... Why does this...
You already... And how...
Look, I believe... Before...
You lost your lockpick in the swamp and had to buy a new one.
That's right. I appreciate you finding it for me. However, I won't ask for it back. Apparently, it has since become some diabolical instrument in the art of murder.
Yeah, it's an important piece of evidence.
Okay, that was... I didn't bring anything up. Just saying. Not really.
I really don't have an opinion. My apologies. That's great. Yes, that's my photograph, taken near the woods at the north end of Boggy's Bog. Have you tried looking there? I'm sorry, I have not seen that before. Vincent's work, I see. I'm glad he knows how to use the camera at least.
But
What do you think all those noises are?
Well, judging by the time this was recorded, I'd be able to make a pretty good guess. What is it? Some evidence from last night's murder?
That's great.
I'm sorry, I have not seen that before.
No.
He's a talented man, that Burl. Sometimes I wonder if he'd be better off pursuing his photography full-time, you know? You won't be getting very far discussing that with me. Try someone less important. If you want an autograph, a plain sheet of paper will suffice, thank you. I don't really have time to be looking at items from your collection. You won't be getting... If you...
Just trying to get them all to be grayed out at this point.
I'm a busy man, and this doesn't look like it's worth my time.
Okay, yeah, we're good. We are good. There's a protest. Stop swamping the swamp.
Ah,
Oh.
you arrived at a bad time, my friend. For once, they don't actually want tourists walking around this place.
I always arrive at a bad time. It's what I do. I'm a detective, not a tourist.
My apologies. It's just, you have the same wide-eyed expression as the kids that come here. Running around, spending their parents' money, you know.
Well, you know, it's not every day I visit a swamp full of such unique specimens.
It's no problem. You're just thinking what we all thought when we arrived for the first time.
Why didn't they put in
Okay.
No, you're thinking, this place is beautiful. What a lucky man I am to be here.
Uh-huh.
Am I? Well, if you say so.
Edward Everstone, at your service.
That's a pretty cool name. Can I call you Ed?
You don't need to. Everyone just calls me Echo.
Why? Because you're a good swimmer?
What? No. Because I always come back. Again and again, until my job is done.
Okay,
You're
well,
protesting,
let's
right?
start.
I certainly am. And now that you're here, I'm getting you involved.
What does that mean? Yeah, I haven't got time to hold up signs for you. I'm sorry.
You simply have to hear my message and take it with you.
Go ahead. I'm all ears. Plus, I have a little notebook.
What was the first thing you felt when you saw the sign for Boggy's Bog looming over you?
Well, I thought it
Not
was...
thought, felt.
I felt... Well, something seemed wrong. There wouldn't be a tourist attraction in the middle of a swamp like this. There shouldn't be.
My job is done. Clearly your brain is working perfectly, Detective.
Yeah, well, the shouldn't
So
be is
you're
not
against the tourist
because
attraction?
of
Yeah,
that.
let's
That's
see.
not why.
This area was kept as
Oh,
natural habitat.
thank you,
right?
CJ.
Right
Hello
again.
and welcome
And
to
that
all of
precise
you.
word,
Thank you for coming.
Habitat. First and foremost, I'm protesting for animal rights.
Well, okay, I'm following you, but it's not like they're cutting down trees.
Glad to know my alert system works.
All animals deserve the right to live in peace, and I promise you,
Hello,
Animal
thank
Day
you so
is
much. Thank
far from
you.
peaceful.
Are you talking about the swamp creature? About Boggy?
A creature like that, he's earned the right to be left alone. We're fools to invite ourselves into his home like
I like
this
how
on a
every
daily
time he
basis,
tips his hat down,
assuming
everything
he's
gets dark
not
around him
right.
because it's all dramatic.
Assuming he'll keep to himself and let us walk around with his face on our t-shirts.
Well, I agree. I think he should be left alone. But like you said, he can probably handle himself.
He can
And as
do
far
it.
as
It's
he's
fine.
seen us
It's
for years, I don't
fine.
see the problem.
Unlike you, Detective, I never had an academic calling in life. I was never even a talented artist or musician or anything.
And yet you have
So
that
instead,
accent?
I made the decision to stand up for those who were getting a raw deal.
Oh yeah, you know, something about that, something like that. Yeah, something. You know, CJ kind of likes this game. Just to let you know, CJ. Well, my stream seems to be working okay. So far at least, no one's had problems, right? So CJ, we did actually do the Flash game beforehand. Got really tired of hearing lots of moaning. His Flash game. But so
You come here every day.
yeah.
Yes, I do.
Well,
And yeah, I
wanted to
get
ask you about one of those
Scottish.
days.
It's
What were you
definitely a
doing
thing.
yesterday evening?
I was here at my protest spot until fairly late. Then I went to get something to eat at Harper's Cafe before I...
Wait, you ate at the cafe here? Doesn't supporting the tourist attraction like that
Go
kind of
take.
go against your protest?
All
A
right.
man has to eat, doesn't he? I don't think the meager contributions of one person are going to keep this place afloat. Especially now.
And you're sleeping here? Doesn't it get cold at night?
Penvelin. Oh my
They're not
God.
prepared, of course.
Not
I
her.
usually
No,
find
no, no,
myself
no.
with one or two extra
Wait,
layers
shoot.
to
What is
wear.
it?
Most of this bulk is padding, I promise you.
I'm sure it is.
Most
so
of the-
you stayed here
okay.
the whole night?
That's right. And I admit I may have heard some stranger than usual sounds floating around the swamp last night.
What kind of sounds?
It's impossible to say. This place fills with the most terrifying sounds at night. Hundreds of animals, some tiny, some much larger, awaken and make their own protests. Every night until the sun rises in the morning.
Insects make noises at night. Okay, I've written it down.
I can't find it. Why can't I find it? Yeah, I can't find it. Damn. Oh no, the Flash game was fun. Don't get me wrong. It was actually quite good for a Flash game. It was just hilarious because I was constantly like, wait a minute, I'm this. And I had to like keep skipping because I was getting tired of. I mean, this is actually voice acted, so you know I can listen to the actual, you know, words instead of reading them and hearing the bup, 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 bup noise. But like every time they started, it would just be like, like over and over again. It was weird. It's taking me back. 2007 Flash games, man. Whoa. And yeah, all these people are admitting that they're on the scene and they're like totally cool with this. This game is pretty good so far, and like as soon as the music started, I was like, okay, so this is a better game.
No thanks, my friend. I'm afraid I have no idea. Show it to somebody else.
I certainly hope so. I hope her running
No thanks, my
keeps
friend.
up.
This is the journal, correct? The one that man left here 60 years ago?
You seem a little unsure of the details. Shouldn't you have read up on all this stuff?
Forgive me. It's hard for me to get the image of Boggy as the lovable cartoon character out of my mind.
Interesting.
He's just so iconic. Did you know, in 1973...
Yeah, it is kind of
protesting
bizarre
to protect
how,
the real swamp creature. The cartoon character is just some
you know, specific
commercial byproduct.
all of that needs to be to get her to run.
Yes, of course. I'm afraid I have no...
You have no idea.
Show it to somebody else. No thanks, my friend. I'm afraid I have no idea.
Alright.
A man who has sacrificed luxuries to protect those who need protecting. Pretty good beard, too.
Is it though?
You're wasting your time with that one.
Yeah, we'll get there. Trust me, we'll get there.
I have nothing to say about them.
I don't know.
Yes,
It's only 10 o'clock right now. I'm already at 36%.
You know him?
She is running. There we go.
Well, and we shared a number of views on the way things were run around here.
Boggy is my prime suspect, you know. The creature you're trying to protect.
Protect is the wrong word. If your suspicions were correct, we could both agree he's a creature that doesn't need protecting.
You think he might be the murderer?
I think he's a wild animal, and he wants to be left alone at any cost. The murder victim.
Since last night, yeah. But he was the owner of Boggy's Bog. Did you know him?
Not personally.
Hedgehog whispers,
To be
Mary
honest, I
Berry.
quite
What are you gonna do when you run out of Mary Berry? Or can you, like, have you tried repeating an episode? Like, will she run if you repeat the episode from before? I'm just curious if we're gonna run into this child. Oh, hey, she appeared and
Defense,
she
it
was
seems-
gone.
Ah, so
Ah,
soon, Grimoire? What's troubling you?
So...
Legend.
right.
Exact. And in
But
yes.
there's a
oh,
large fence.
shoot.
not-
No, do not engage him again, please and thank you. Okay. I already did the mustache, you're troubling me. And he's like, I thought we talked about this. Yeah, honestly, I stopped watching after Mary Berry left the show. I don't really like Paul Hollywood very much, and
It's a humble gift shop wagon.
oh
Let's
no,
take a
I
look.
didn't stop after Mary. I'm sorry, I stopped after Sue. After Sue and Mel. After Mel and Sue left. Because Mel and Sue were like the heart and soul of Great British Bake Off. I don't care what anyone else says. I loved those not lesbians, except one of them is a lesbian, but they're not a couple, but they felt like a couple, so...
Bonky dolls, bonky toys, bonky postcards. Yeah, this stuff isn't half bad. Bonky doll. A Boggy's Bog mug. Maybe I'll get one and surprise
Like,
Officer
it
James for
sucks
Christmas.
that they left. And like, one of the reasons that they were kind of more or less forced out was because people were getting uncomfortable with the sexual jokes they made. Like, did you hear what came out of Mary Berry's mouth? That woman was filthy, and she was a freaking treasure. Like, she's like, "Oh, that's a soggy bottom." I'm like, oh god, woman. I don't know that anyone. Oh, someone's attracted to Paul Hollywood. I mean, okay, that's a choice. Choices.
Bonky doll. It's a map of the swamp. Mine seems a little older than this one, though. It's a framed drawing of Boggy. What a shame, it's not even signed.
Alcoholic polio survivor, baking queen. Yes.
It's a photo of the
Oh
swamp.
my god.
entrance.
Yes.
Or it could be a painting. There's really no way to tell, you know? Brightly colored Boggy baseball caps. Is there something behind them?
There is indeed something behind them, and if you
Is there... What on earth? This thing doesn't seem to belong here at all.
I don't know them, no. I don't. He just picks it up and just stares into the eyes of the costume. Just
It's some kind of roughly made costume head, I think. There's a strange piece of red fabric stuffed inside.
the red fabric, the curtain from The
Two clues
Office,
for the
you
price
mean?
of one, I guess.
This is Boggy?
Sorry to interrupt. I can see that you're, hard at work.
You weren't here yesterday.
Okay. Did you miss me?
Did you miss me?
You're the detective, right?
I'm a detective.
So, that was your hat I saw blowing through here.
Wow,
you spotted
everyone's
it
just
too.
clocking me with a
If you're good
hat.
at your job, you may have realized that it's kind of dead around here. So, I generally notice magical floating detective hats. Oh, and don't worry, you look better without it.
How do you know?
Oh, I have a good imagination.
I didn't expect to see someone your age working in a place like this. But then again, I didn't expect there to be a place like this in a place like this.
I only started working here this year anyway. It's temporary. Just running the gift shop to earn a little extra money. Don't ask how I ended up here.
I'll save that question for a different day. You don't seem at home here exactly.
I hate it. This place is disgusting.
Come on, you don't think it's kind of beautiful?
You would say that. You only just got here. You'll get sick of it.
If I wasn't
I was
here,
gonna say,
I'd be stuck in my
if I
office
had to
doing paperwork.
Do a
At least
gift
at your
shop
office,
stall
you
in
don't have
and
to bring spare
friggin'
clothes every day. It's impossible to leave this place without being covered in dirt.
ugh,
Challenge accepted.
yeah. That's what I was.
When you have a moment free from your busy schedule, I need to ask you about last night.
I know, but it won't help. I worked here during the day, then left my gift shop and went home in the evening, same as every day.
You just
How
leave
does
your
everyone
gift shop here when
Go
you go?
home? Do they
No,
like
I
boat
put it in?
in?
My pocket.
Yeah, seriously though, as much as I appreciate sarcasm, I think I'd get in trouble if I wrote something like that down in my notes.
Well, look, you've noticed the gift shop has wheels, and you're thinking, oh, she's pretty lazy to leave it lying around. But if you want to try pushing this thing through the swamp, be my guest. And I can't lock it up, so I just leave it here overnight.
Can't lock it up.
Nobody's
Why
ever
not?
stolen any of this lousy merchandise anyway. I even left my spare clothes here when I went home last night.
You left them here by
Her
the gift shop.
spare clothes.
Yeah, it's no big deal. They were all still here this morning. Kind of.
Kind of?
I think someone played a stupid joke, and my spare black leggings were covered in some disgusting swamp slime when I found them in the bag this morning. If you're going to take my clothes and mess them up, then just keep them. I don't want them
Wow.
back. You know what I mean?
I absolutely do.
Interesting.
Where are you keeping all this stuff? In your pockets?
You don't want to know, sweetie. You don't want to know. Oh
Is that
no,
where your
I'm
clues?
sorry.
It's nice. You can put it away now.
Wow, did she just?
These hats look pretty stupid. Luckily, kids seem to like stupid stuff.
You sell a lot of them?
Yeah, they're pretty popular.
She does ask the real questions. She's here for
I have no
it. She's
idea
not
what that
going
is.
to keep me waiting at all. She does not
This is
care,
taken near the forest at the back of the swamp, correct?
and she's
Yes,
lost
I
her.
think so.
Mm-hmm. The water is really
Filter.
cool back there. The legs of this thing are reflected in the bottom half of the photo. It's a nice shot, actually.
A reflection.
So the legs,
Oh, yeah, of course.
like
A reflection in the water.
leggings. Get
Where
to
are
that.
you keeping all this stuff? In your pockets? Is that one of your clues? It's nice. You can put it away now.
Wow, she is so sassy.
I have no idea what that is. Where are you keeping all this stuff? In your pockets? That is not something from my gift shop.
I hope it gets
I've
better.
never seen it before. Is that one of your clues? It's nice. You can put it away. I have They're mine, but I left them here last night. Now they're covered in slime, and I don't want to go near them.
Slime. Alright.
Yeah, I have a pretty good view of him from here. Anyone supporting animal rights is okay in my book. His protests used to have a bit more energy, though. He spends more time inside his tent these days.
What's he doing in there?
I'm
You
happy
don't.
to say,
Oh.
I don't know.
There might be something I can ask Echo about.
Hmm. There we go.
Echo spends less time holding the protest sign and more time in his tent. I wonder if Echo can tell me
Harper.
what he's been doing that's more important than his protest.
We're getting along here. We're moving along.
I don't know why she still works here, to be honest.
Oh, I thought she was honestly going to say her. I don't even know her.
Is that one of the other suspects? They're more suspicious than me. Let's agree on that. Is that your new friend? Sweet. I really don't know what to tell you. I think the cartoon character is kind of dumb.
What about the real creature?
I've never met him.
Me neither.
He made sure I always got paid, so I can't say anything bad about him.
You can if you like. He won't hear you.
You should have more respect
Wow.
for the dead.
I know.
I know. You know. It happens. You don't always have respect for the dead. It happens.
I'm not going to worry about how frail that wooden path looks. Nope.
Not at all.
Predictably, a trash can. And I just can't resist taking a look inside. The glamorous life of a detective. My favorite part of the job. Maybe there's something underneath the trash in here. Hello, what's this? Just a piece of paper? Or something
Interesting.
more sinister?
Armageddon, My Revenge. We're going to talk about that headline. Yeah, that's
Are we
definitely for a
talking about
costume.
Swamp creature here?
My outfit.
The costume
Yeah,
design
there we
I
go.
found in the trash can explains
Okay,
what
good.
Burr's
I'm glad
black and
Lottie's
white
running a
photo
little.
Is showing me. My detective's intuition is kicking in. That black and white photograph. I'm not sure I'm looking at the real Boggy.
I mean, you can
and I
see
think
the.
these designs I found in the trash can might be the answer.
I mean, you
I'll
could
ask
see
around,
the
see if anybody
gloves,
knows
but
anything
okay,
about this.
sure.
Oh, and I should start looking for the costume itself. If I can
You have
find
most of
that,
it.
There'll be some pretty impressive evidence.
You already have most of it. Oh, chapter 2. Oh, she's back.
Something for you.
Another gift already. Where are you keeping all this stuff? You don't even have pockets in that dress.
I don't need a pocket to carry a key.
What key?
I don't know. You could try it on any door you like. Although, I recommend you try it on the office door.
Yeah,
Lincoln's
this
office?
child is definitely a murderer. Freaking Moriarty over here.
Water, water everywhere. And not a drop to drink. Seriously, I'm not drinking that. The tables and chairs are made out of parts of a ship. I think. Never really learned much about ships. A shipwreck? In a swamp? Does that make any sense? And why is there a cafe growing out of the side?
I don't think the cafe is
There's a
growing
little locked
there,
door on the
but-
side of the ship here. I think it's part of the cafe. Grass, tree, a shipwreck, and there's a wooden path built right into the shipwreck. The rope bridge leads up through those trees. Do they expect tourists to climb up there? It looks dangerous.
Ah, yes. I heard they were sending somebody over. So you're Detective Grimoire.
At your service.
Where does his hat end and his head begin?
And you're a suspect, too.
Of course, of course. Feel free to be as suspicious as you like. I won't be offended. You can call me Harper.
How did you know my name?
I can only assume I must have read about one of your many exploits. But I think you'll find the swamp to be your greatest challenge.
This man is surprisingly prescient.
I love challenge. I eat challenge for breakfast.
The swamp itself has a history that has captured many imaginations, for better or for worse. My advice to you, look to the past. It could be the way forward.
Alright, here we go. I have the cast here. Anyone I recognize? Harper is voiced by the same person who voices Agent Folder, Aaron Hansen. Wow. Not known for much. Sequelitis by Ego Raptor. There's that name again. 2011 to 14. Girl Chan in Paradise. 2010. Starbomb Luigi's Ballad. 2013. And John Chan's Starcade. Yeah. Cyanide and Happiness, Freak Apocalypse video game that's coming out. He was some additional voices in the Final Fantasy VII remake. He was Mancubus in Borderlands 3. Guns, Love, and Tentacles. More Cyanide and Happiness. Dream Daddy. That's a game I recognize. I don't know enough about Game Grumps to say yes or no, but perhaps. Oh, hey, he was in Dragon Age Inquisition. I feel like that's like the 6 degrees of Dragon Age Inquisition for voice actors in video games. Somebody somewhere worked on it in every game. Okay, that could be it. That's how his name is spelled, A-R-I-N, so you're right. He's also in Rick and Morty. And then now we get back to Detective Grimoire. So that was all after this. Yeah. Don't know about any of the rest of it, though. Let's see. Anyone else that is surprisingly everywhere? Joshua Tomar. Final Fantasy VII Remake again. Additional voices. Shenmue 3. Tangle Tower, so he comes back. One Punch Man. Okay. English dubs. Aha, okay. Yeah, see, I don't know these things. We're talking about a certain era of geekdom that I checked out of a little bit. And funny, well, I don't know. I get flack about this from my roommates all the time about, like, what's the word? I get flack about this, like, I did not spend a lot of time on the internet when I was younger. I really just didn't. So a lot of like where like YouTubers grew out of and everything like that, I have no clue what's going on. Like these famous YouTube people, if they're not within the last like couple years, I probably have never heard of them before until recently, and only read about them when they did something very bad. And so I have a very bad
So, you
everything.
sit in
Like,
this boat all
yeah,
day
that's
and
weird.
Sell food to people? To tourists, I guess?
Not just the tourists, but the employees too. To anyone who is hungry or thirsty. I know everyone's favorite foods.
What are they? Oh, and is this a real shipwreck? How did it get here?
I can't expose all the secrets of the swamp. I don't want to spoil your fun.
Is there a secret to this shipwreck?
No.
You just spoiled my fun.
You'll find out there are some secrets worth keeping when you've worked here as long as I have.
I mean, that's
Well,
fair.
How long is that?
I don't judge
I've
anyone
worked
that
in the
does,
swamp
that has watched
almost as
YouTube a
long as
ton, but
Mr.
like,
Remington. We knew each other for a long time.
it just wasn't ever what I
So
did.
what was his favorite food?
So I don't really know
Mr.
the
Remington enjoyed a specialty.
the
Only
inside
I can
knowledge,
make.
you know.
The bog dog. He ate one nearly every day. A real creature of habit, that one.
It looks like a hot dog.
It's similar, but I'm afraid I have to disappoint you. I'm not serving them today.
Why not?
Yesterday I found this strange green powder in my entire supply.
Guess I'm out of luck today. Well,
Okay,
thanks
good.
for the
I'm glad.
information.
Welcome
You've
back,
been a real
CJ.
big help.
Wait, take this with you. If you get thirst, it's the most popular drink in Boggy's Bog. Swamp juice. Try it.
It looks like... It looks... Well, I'll try some. Later on.
You're in luck. That's my last bottle. A lot of swamp juice has been disappearing from my stock recently. I can only assume I must have been selling them all.
Did something strange happen at the cafe yesterday?
It's kind of funny. Every time that I refer to you, CJ, I'm thinking of CJ Craig, because I'm currently I'm right at the beginning of season 5 of West Wing. Fun fact: West Wing is leaving Netflix on December 24th, so I have until Christmas to finish all of West Wing. Considering there are only 7 seasons, though, and I've been averaging about 2 seasons a week, I think I'll be fine. The Jackal.
Richard Remington left the cafe feeling ill after Hopper sold him a bog dog. Hopper is basically in charge of all the food and drink here at Boggy's Bog. I'll have to ask him about this.
You shall ask him about this, I am certain. CJ Craig is wonderful. That's all I have to say. CJ Craig is wonderful and the best part of that show. The second best part is probably
Tell me anything?
I was working here at the cafe in the evening. And I had a
Charlie,
couple
and
customers.
then like
Eventually they
Charlie,
left and I
Donna,
locked up and went home.
CJ,
Do you lock away
and
everything at night?
Not
Lily
everything.
Tomlin's character.
Just the
I mean,
store
I
over
can't
there.
think. Her last name is
You mean that
Fitterer,
little
but
door
like
on the side of the ship? Is there anything else to lock?
I leave the chairs, tables, and trash can where they are. Lifting things like that is not a job for an old man.
Don't you have anyone to help you?
Mr. Remington liked to keep us down to his skeleton stuff. There simply aren't many people who would choose
yeah,
to
Lily
work at a
Tomlin was
place
on
like this.
the
A skeleton
later
staff?
seasons.
Well, that's convenient for him since...
It was
Don't
kind
let
of
that
funny.
joke. I won't let
There's a lot of people that were in West Wing. Some before they were famous, and some like just as they were hitting it. Like, it's kind of bizarre to watch it again
Someone made a costume.
because
Looked
it's
like
even
the
been a
creature.
while since I watched
They
it the
must
last
have
time.
known it would get a reaction for sure.
It was a really good
Wonder if
cast,
they planned things to go this far.
When you're finished theorizing, I was going
and
to
I
show
do
you the sketches
like
I found
Martin
in the trash
Sheen
can right next
as
to
the
your
president.
cafe.
I don't like President
It
Bartlett,
does
but
seem like someone was designing a costume.
I find it hilarious that they
Disguise,
keep talking about
perhaps.
how President
I don't
Bartlett's the
know.
most
I'd
liberal
like to think
president
why
that the
somebody
country
would
has
do
ever
such
had.
a
I'm like,
I
FDR
don't
exists.
know.
What could they achieve with it?
I don't know.
Not yet.
And Jimmy Carter exists.
He's dead, but he always knew what he was getting involved with.
I mean, I'm gonna let him do it. I'm
Why
good
don't
with
you
it.
show that to someone else?
I'm okay.
You don't know everything, I'm afraid. I can't help you. It's the most popular drink that I sell. In fact, a lot of it has disappeared from my stocks recently. It was Mr. Remington's favorite food. That strange green powder isn't supposed to be there. Why don't you show that to some... You don't know every...
Just gotta make sure I go through every possibility. I knew that already.
Can't help you with that. Why don't you show that? You don't know everything. I can't help.
I can't help you.
Why don't you? You don't know.
Nope. Okay. I also don't. I also like to have like everything grayed out and like done. You know.
It's here a lot. I think he's been putting less effort into his protests recently, which is a shame. I think it's an admirable cause.
Do you talk to him much?
Not really. Sometimes he likes to talk, just casual conversation. He asks how business is going and what everyone likes to eat. Nothing of real importance.
That's suspicious, though.
I don't know very much about them.
I don't know very much about them. It's
You
you.
have a lot of suspects on that list. I don't know what to say. I don't know very much about them.
But I thought you said you knew everyone's favorite foods.
You have a lot of suspects on that list. You're a prime suspect, am I correct?
Well, technically, but I'm not even sure he's real.
Don't worry about that. Real or not, the creature's the most important part of this mystery.
Which one? The cartoon character or the real creature?
Exactly. He was a friend for many years. If you have any questions about him or his belongings, I may be able to help you.
Yeah, it is kind of weird that there's a lot of people who they just don't comment on when they say, I know everyone or something like that, you know?
I was told Remington left the cafe looking ill last night. Since you seem to be completely in charge of all the food and drink around here, I'm afraid this is something I can't ignore.
He was an old man. His health wasn't perfect. But I'm not arguing with you. I think it is suspicious. What do you think caused it?
What do I think caused it?
Poison.
A bog dog he ate at the cafe gave him food poisoning.
I keep all my food locked in the storeroom when I'm not here.
Is it
You think he was
refrigerated?
Poisoned?
I think he was poisoned.
Poisoned by me?
The storeroom was broken into with a lockpick.
A
I know
lockpick.
this how.
I've never encountered a problem like this before. But since last
Unrefrigerated
night, I'm
hot dogs,
in a
I know,
position to
right?
claim like
Ugh.
that.
Somebody knew that Remington would eat a bog dog.
Well,
He ate one every day, right?
Do you suppose this explains the missing bottles of swamp juice as well?
ding ding. We did the thing.
There's a little lock. I think it's...
Keep going around. Oh, he's gonna die. No? Oh, okay.
Someone please tell me why there's a house here. Well, the lights are on. Maybe somebody's home.
Knock knock.
The latch is broken on this door. Seems I can fix it with those 3 cogs if I just put them in the right place.
Pirate trench
Once they're
coat.
on the right
Very
plane,
true.
I can move the handle at the bottom to try and open the door.
This is a classic puzzle, and I'm gonna mess it up. I'm certain of that.
Perfect. I am amazing.
All right. There we go. That is a leaf. Swamp Witch? Jinx Monsoon?
You just walked straight into my house, did you?
It is Jinx Monsoon, isn't it?
Sorry, I would have rung the bell, but you don't have one.
Normally, I have methods for dealing with unwanted
Do I
attention,
look like a swamp
but
witch?
I can make exceptions for harmless idiots.
Do you get any attention up here?
Most of the time, people like to leave me alone. But
Is it
I
because
don't
you have a
think
leaf
you're going
on
to,
your head?
Are you?
No. I could make an excuse and say it's my job to ask you about last night, but to be honest, I climbed all the way up here and I just like being indoors.
Well, if you insist on staying, I'll tell you. I'm Lady Weybridge, and I think you might be climbing up the wrong trees.
But
I'm Detective Grimoire, and I think I might agree with you. What do you do here? Did you work for Richard Remington?
I was living here before that man was even born, and I have absolutely nothing to do with him.
So she's
or this
really
little
fucking old.
Tourist attraction.
You're exaggerating. How long have you been here? Just in this treehouse? What do you do up here?
I've been here longer than anyone. Even longer than, well, anyone.
I like numbers.
60 years, something like that.
What have you been doing for that
Interesting.
time? If you don't mind me asking.
I have many reasons to be here, but I won't bore you with all the details of my life.
I'm sure there's one detail worth writing down.
I like to study the plants and flowers in this area. I've learned many things from them.
What about this little
Interesting.
chemistry set you've got on your table?
I wouldn't call it a chemistry set, but if you bring me an object that has liquid on it or inside it, I'll tell you what that liquid consists of.
Wow, how do you do that?
Chemistry.
Chemistry.
Your job is to ask me about what happened last night.
Do you even know what happened last night?
I know more than you might imagine.
Oh, that sounds useful. Can you tell me? What were you doing?
I was here.
I don't really know
In
what to
my
think about the
house
leaf
by
lady,
myself.
yeah.
What else?
That's it.
Thanks. Just give me a minute to write all this down.
No alibi. I don't know.
I found these designs for a boggy costume. Do you know anything about them?
You're asking me because you can tell I'm experienced with needlecraft and sew my own clothes?
No, but that's a good reason. Let's go with that.
Well,
Thank you for telling me.
these designs look like they should have stayed where they were.
I mean, her
In the
cleavage
trash?
contour is
On paper.
snatched, baby.
Oh, how come?
Whoever drew them didn't really know what they were doing.
You would have done it differently?
Of course. I am a seamstress. There was a time when I considered sewing my craft, my livelihood.
Really?
When Richard Remington arrived in the swamp years ago, I offered him some of my handmade fabric as a peace offering. I don't think he cared much for it.
Interesting.
Most likely he threw it away.
And
A
make
pointless
curtains out of
gift
it.
from some strange woman. No, thank you.
No, thank you.
If
Thank you,
bring
one
me
word.
Something with liquid on. You can put that away. There's samples of flowers that grow in this area. 2 of them you don't see very much anymore. And one of them only grows around the museum. No, thank you.
No, thank you.
If you bring me something...
Let's see. First thing we
Minigame,
do is put the
minigame,
sample
minigame,
of liquid
minigame.
and tap the faucet. And now, we just have to match the color of that liquid with these ingredients. Got it!
Okay. That's definitely how chemistry
Now
works.
I know what that liquid consists of. I'll write it down in my notes.
Sunflowers and blueberries.
You can put that away. No, thank you.
I kind of love her. You can put that
If
away.
you bring me something...
Let's see. First thing we tap. And now we just.
It's the same thing as before, so.
Got
Hello.
it. Now I know. What?
It does look pretty similar to last time, doesn't it?
This is a 60-year-old journal. It was on display in a museum.
I know what it is.
I thought you might. I'm supposed to look to the past, right? Richard Remington founded Boggy's Bog when the swamp
that doesn't sound
creature
right.
was discovered by the explorers 60 years ago. I don't get it. Lady Weybridge built the museum because the swamp creature was discovered by the explorers 60 years ago. I think that's pretty close. Richard Remington built the museum because the swamp creature was discovered by the explorers 60 years ago. What is... I'm starting to piece together the history of this place.
Okay.
Lady Weybridge
okay.
was living in the swamp
I didn't
when
flip through all the options.
swamp
I should have done
creature
that first.
Was discovered by the
That was
explorers
stupid.
60 years ago. Lady Weybridge. She was living here when Boggy was first discovered by the explorer.
All right, why do you have a leaf on your head?
You can put that away.
You can put that away.
No, thank you.
Let's see. First and tap.
Let me guess. It's the same thing.
And now... Got it.
Yep.
Now... this...
It's the same liquid.
Let's see. First and tap.
Let me guess. One more time.
And now... Got it. Now I know... what's going... That was...
It's the same liquid. If only we could have
If there is
possibly
something
figured
with
this out.
liquid
I
on
have
it, I
flowers and
might be able
blueberries.
to help you. I'm not even sure who that is. You should ask someone else. Show it to someone who doesn't live in a tree.
Doesn't live in a tree.
I'm not even sure. You should ask
Doesn't know who
fast-
anyone is.
a fascinating old woman who lives in a wonderful treehouse. Show it to some doesn't. I'm not even sure who that is. I have nothing good to say about that man, so I won't say anything at all.
Interesting.
I've been looking into the history of this place.
Oh, really? Did you find anything?
Yeah. You.
You must be confused. You found me today when you barged into my house. Remember?
You were already living in the swamp when the explorer came here 60 years ago.
The explorer? That man they talk about in the museum?
The one who originally discovered Boggy.
It is rather
You
rude
know
of him,
who I'm
isn't it?
talking about. His sketches and notes are the only real evidence we have for this creature.
You already have his journal. You learned to read, I assume. What else do you need?
There's a page missing from the journal. I think you know where it is.
Why on earth would I know something like that?
Because you were the only person here when the explorer visited the swamp. I have a suspicion that the swamp creature wasn't the only thing he discovered.
You're suggesting he
Oh.
gave me a page from the back of his journal. Or what, that I stole it?
You took it from the journal.
Damn it.
No way.
Crap.
Oh, did
Yeah.
you that you
This. You stole it.
Fuck. Okay.
oh did
Yeah.
you when you that
This. Because. I really have no
Okay.
idea. If I could see it, I might be able to make up my mind.
it doesn't belong in a museum. It belongs here with me. You understand?
What if I promise I'll return it after I finish clearing up this mess?
Then I'll show it to you.
Is this you?
Aw.
He drew you into his journal?
She
It's
had
beautiful.
great
60
cleavage
years
back
ago.
then, too.
Yes.
Damn.
He left the page with me. We agreed the rest of the world would manage without it.
I think there's something on the back. What's this?
The feet.
Footprints.
So she's 80 years old right now? Damn, she looks amazing.
He drew me into his journal. I was 20 years old. That's the end of the story.
I bet it's not. Does this explorer have a name?
Yes?
Are you going to tell me?
No.
No. Oy. Ruined. What clues am I missing? I'm missing 4 still.
There's a whole load of needles and wool on that shelf. Or should I say yarn? I just don't know anymore. There's a book on the table. I think it's a book about flowers. How fascinating. I must take some time to read it. There's... the owner of this house seems to enjoy reading. Though, I'm not sure what else there is to do up here, actually. A little blanket on a little bed in a little house. It makes very little sense. I'm indoors. What a treat. This is like an oven? Or is it just a boiler? It's so old-fashioned it hurts my brain.
Oh, come now. It's not that old.
Check out that sunlight beaming through the window. It's so bright I should have brought my sunglasses.
Aha.
Oh! Aha! The great detective returns. Did you run out of ideas? Need a little push in the right direction?
No, actually, I'm doing fine. You're the one who needs a little push.
No need to push me,
Yikes.
but the direction would help.
Like it or not, I'm here to help you.
I get it. You give me a map, then you magically disappear and hide behind a tree for an hour. You want me to be impressed?
Did you talk to all the suspects yet?
I'm working on it. You can't rush these things, you know.
Have you noticed anything unusual?
I notice that this is going to take longer than I originally planned, and I'm getting the feeling that I wasn't wrong about this tourist attraction.
What do you mean?
I had a hard time believing there could be a place like this here in a dark corner of a swamp. It didn't make sense, and it still doesn't.
Some things don't make sense straight away. You need to look a little closer.
At what? The mud? The water? The trees?
Nope. They've been here for years, and they're not to blame. They belong here.
She's gone again. Hiding in a bush, no doubt. I wonder if she'll ever tell me something I can actually understand.
She is definitely a thing. Wait a minute. Where does that go then? Oh, okay.
I don't think it's a window, but this hatch is shut at the moment. I can't see inside. This side of the museum is surrounded... I found these designs for a Boggy costume.
Oh, some ridiculous new merchandise for tourists to waste their money on.
No. I
Yeah,
believe the murderer
I
was
mean,
dressed like
this
last
little
night
girl
when they
showing up
attacked
everywhere is
Remington.
definitely giving me some
They were trying
Moriarty,
to scare him out of the swamp. They should have
you
spent
know,
more time
vibe.
making an accurate design.
What do you mean?
Well, this design is some bizarre hybrid between the real creature and the cartoon character. It simply hasn't been researched properly.
What's wrong with it?
Well, those flippers? Pure guesswork. Nothing but foolish imagination. Nobody knows what Boggy's feet look like. No footprint has ever been recorded.
Fun fact,
tell me,
I
Mr.
know.
Treasure Folder, how would you do a better job researching it if nothing has ever been recorded?
Oh, well, that's, you know, I mean, it's all a matter of taking the time to... It's just that there's no way anyone would believe nothing but foolishness.
Okay.
This is just a piece of junk they sell to tourists. It has no resemblance to the real creature. You're wasting your precious... I've never seen that before, and I never want to see it again. I have no interest in something. You're wasting your... I've never seen... Well, this design... I
Okay.
have no interest. Is that the missing page of the journal?
I think so.
It's an important artifact. It belongs in a museum.
Yeah, you're not wearing the right hat to be saying that.
Indiana Jones, thank you.
If I cared about that person... Oh, yes, I know him. He occasionally asks me about the history and biology of the swamp creature. I explained to him what the real Boggy looks like and how they changed his appearance for the cartoon character.
Why did he ask about that?
Because some people are naturally curious. You should give
No,
it a try
I
sometime.
don't think he is. He's starting
Next time,
to,
only This person is of...
It's funny that you say this person is of no interest to me whatsoever, considering she was here before any of this was.
I can't help. Why don't you? I don't know very much about them.
He doesn't know much about anyone except he knows everyone's favorite foods, but he doesn't know anyone, so...
I have a theory that the murderer was wearing a costume. A homemade outfit designed to look like the swamp creature.
I've never seen anything so ridiculous. You've never seen me in that.
I know it's not exactly the latest fashion, but...
No, you'd never see me in that. It would cover me up entirely.
That's
But,
the point of the disguise?
Look, detective. When you have legs like mine, you don't want to be wearing disguises.
Is that why you always wear those black leggings?
You've only just met me and you're making assumptions about what I always wear.
And making assumptions is the fun part of being a detective.
Well, you're right. I always wear these. Is that one of your clues? I can draw way better than that.
Can you show me?
There's no time. Maybe in the sequel.
Maybe in the sequel? God.
I have no idea. Where are you keeping all this stuff?
Yeah, her
Is that one of your
stretches
clues?
are definitely
Makes
like,
sense.
what is
You can
this?
Put it away now.
I would love to just stretch that way all the time,
Is that
personally.
your new friend? Sweet. I really don't know.
Alright, you continue to not be helpful right now.
You again. Ready with some cryptic advice, no doubt?
Don't let them take him.
Who? The murderer? That's my job. I gotta make sure that
No,
they...
the creature. Don't take him away. This place is his home.
Oh, Boggy. Hey, don't worry. I didn't really believe he could be, responsible for this mess.
You didn't?
Well, no. I've always known who the murderer was, and it It's not Boggy.
So, he won't get in trouble? You won't have to leave?
Well, he's been out here for what, 60 years, hasn't he? And stayed out of trouble for that long. I have a feeling some detective isn't going to change all that in one day.
Well, in that case, he says, thank you.
Achievement unlocked. Who is that little girl?
It's a fork in the...
How non-linear, but
Oh?
What can you tell me about these designs for a costume? A Boggy costume.
Boggy! I must admit, I've been a fan of his before I ever came to the swamp.
A fan? So you're interested in cryptozoology?
Oh, no, I meant, well, Boggy has been in all kinds of cartoons and comic strips. He's one of the greatest characters of the last 100 years. I've got some comics in my tent. You really should see.
But he was only discovered 60 years ago.
Oh, that's true. Well, I rounded up.
But what about his costume? Have you seen anyone wearing it?
I can honestly say I've never seen anyone wearing anything like that. And I'm a very observant person.
This guy.
I'm afraid I have...
Giving me all the...
No thanks,
something.
I'm afraid I have no idea.
It's a face. I know it's a face, but... this guy.
My friend. Show it. No thanks. He seems like a good person. He even...
He agrees with your protest? But he works here, right? And he was friends with Remington.
I think that was the only reason he worked here. Maybe he'll see the light now and leave the swamp behind him. Maybe everyone will.
The music cut out there very awkwardly as well. What is going on with this man?
Asking the wrong person. You're wasting your time with that one.
Also, can we just talk about the fact that her name is Sally Spears, and then in the Flash game there was, what was it? Something J. Spears. There was another Spears.
I heard you've been spending less time protesting recently and more time, in your tent. Normally I wouldn't pry, but it's my job to ask...
Untouched people have even noticed something like that. I usually get the impression everyone else is doing their best to ignore me.
So, you admit
it's
true.
Britney, bitch.
Put your notebook away. There isn't really any reason for it. Nothing worth writing down.
Who is it?
Well, if it's not worth writing down, maybe it's worth hearing.
In that case, you'd forget it.
How do you know? Maybe it would echo in my mind.
Look, if you take a guess and get it right, I promise not to deny it.
Let's work out why Echo was hidden away in his tent. Notebook time.
That seems wrong. It's the ghost with a ruffle, no less.
You've been in your tent, hiding from Boggy.
Why not?
That was an odd... I still have lots of questions.
I found these designs for a costume. A Boggy costume.
Aha, the legendary swamp creature.
Yeah, that's the one.
But these are just a child's drawings, are they not?
You think?
Perhaps. It's difficult to tell. What is it? Some evidence? I'm sorry. What is it? That's the...
Before he got ill and rushed back to his office?
That's right.
This is going down in my notebook. It might be important.
What's worse than a ghost? A child. No!
That's great.
Oh, fuck.
I heard from Mr. Vanda...
Just hit the back button. I've already done it.
I'm sorry I have not... What is it?
No.
Mm-hmm. I'm sorry I have... What is it? I really don't have an opinion. My
You don't know
apologies.
anything about Britney Spears' long-lost sister, Sally?
You should ask someone else. Try showing it to somebody. I really...
All right.
This
Helpful.
area is kind of empty. This area is...
Come on, talk to me,
What
baby.
can you tell me about these designs for a boggy costume?
Nothing whatsoever.
You're sure you didn't see anything like this while you were filming yesterday? Wait, hold on a minute. What if you...
Don't you dare ask.
This costume isn't your doing, is it? Made for your movie, I mean?
My friend, there will be no costumed idiots within the viewfinder of my camera. I can assure you that.
What about your boggy movie? Isn't that gonna be, like, a guy in a costume, or
There are some very
or
odd
one of those
beards,
weird
yes.
robot things?
Technology has been kind to people like me. We no longer have any need for such tomfoolery. I can create a perfectly believable swamp creature within the confines of a computer. Much cheaper, too. If you want an autograph, I don't really have... You won't be getting...
Try something less important. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba.
You won't be... If you want... I don't... You won't...
We good? Alright, moving on.
I'm a busy man. I simply... You want me to... I'm a bit...
Alright, well, that's as much as I can get out of that, I guess. Let's get into this office,
Even though I have the key, this might not be as simple as I'd hoped. This door has 2 keyholes. So, which key should I use in each one?
There's a logic to this one, and I haven't quite picked it up yet. Huh. Guesswork works too. Wow, that's not fucking creepy at all. Oh my god.
It's a sharp metal poker for a fireplace, hidden in the shadows.
That's not creepy. Also,
Something
it's got
about those
three prongs.
I feel like I just stumbled across an incredibly important piece of evidence.
The murder weapon, sweetie. Oi.
Hunting memorabilia. Claws, teeth. It would be an impressive collection if it wasn't so disturbing. Remington's desk is covered in drawings and maps and notes. It's all about Boggy. He was obsessed. An ink bottle was spilled into his work. I'm sure he didn't do that on purpose. Yeesh, it's a bit of a mess. Perhaps there's something underneath those drawings. It's a note addressed to Richard Remington. The handwriting is immaculate. Richard, our man of the world. A little help is in order. We're worried that the efforts regarding our elusive little friend might be in vain. Send word when you can. The letter is signed FF. And attached is a blurry little picture. It's some kind of metallic insect. The whole thing is a mystery. I have no idea.
Mystery for tomorrow. Interesting.
Vincent Vanderpeer's business card. There's a couple of numbers scribbled on the back. It's a letter Remington was writing before something caused him to spill his ink bottle. My dear fellow, I received your note 2 weeks ago, but have only recently found the time to do the appropriate research on the matter. I feel like my time in this awful swamp might finally come to a close, all due to the simple realization, the rest is obscured. What a tease. It's a letter, there's a map of the swamp lying on the desk. It's been annotated in a few places. It's send the letter and it's some it's send the letters and it there's a map there's a map it's
Okay, that's it. That's all I can see then, I guess. Interesting.
Photos and paintings line the wall above the fireplace, but one of the frames is empty. Wait a second. What are these pieces on the floor underneath it? This photo is ripped, but it looks important. If I can piece it together again, maybe it'll reveal a secret.
Nah, it's probably nothing. Guys with a bunch of guns is what it looks like. Come on. It goes right here. There we go. Okay.
This
Like,
photograph. It's a
work with
young
me here.
Remington. And some other men I don't know. They're all holding rifles. Maybe I can ask Harper about it.
He didn't have blue hair.
These animals. They're all... They're not... I don't recognize any of them. No way. No way. Is this... a werewolf? These animals... These... This is the creepiest office I've ever been in. Ever. An old hunting rifle, discarded carelessly near the window. This isn't the kind of thing I can ignore. Have I uncovered a secret in here?
A broken mirror. The little things. The little things. It gets you, you know? Nice.
The hunting photo is historical evidence that Richard Remington
It's the
belonged to a
Templars.
secret society.
That's it. It's the Templars.
I'm getting a
Illuminati
strong feeling
confirmed.
that Remington might be the bad guy in this story. If he wasn't already dead, I would have loved to ask him a couple of questions. I should ask around, see if I can gather any information about his motives for being here.
His real reasons. We're not done in here,
Something
so.
happened here. There are signs of a struggle between the desk and the window. The open window looks over the wooden planks outside. Oh, and on one side, a part of the curtain has been ripped off. I don't know what's in that jar, and I wish it wasn't in there. I'm gonna stop looking at it now. This is the hunting memory. It would... The open window looks over the wooden planks outside. Oh. Remington's desk is all... and ink bottles. Yeesh. Perhaps... This is the...
Excuse me.
Oh?
Oh.
You saw Remington last night, but had you met him before? Did you know him?
I've never really spoken with him, but we've come into contact a few times. Vincent likes to handle that kind of work, and I like to let him.
What do you think of this place? The tourist attraction, I mean.
I can't say I like the idea of a natural area like this becoming commercialized.
I know. I just can't understand why anyone would even try.
I think Mr. Remington had his reasons. He looked like a man with a couple of secrets.
Like what?
I have no idea. If I knew, they wouldn't be secrets. That...
That's great. It's a gun.
I'm sorry, What is it?
Okay, so I'm still missing one more clue. Where do I find it? How, is it something that I should have found already, or?
If you want to know, I don't. You won't be.
I suppose you've met with our murder victim, Richard Remington.
Yes, I've been in and out of this place for a while now. Naturally, I've crossed paths with Remington a number of times. Good value, that one. A real raconteur, you know.
You liked him? So far, I'm getting the impression he wasn't the most popular guy around here.
Well, that much is clear, isn't it? The man obviously slipped up somewhere, made an enemy or two, and bam, that's that. You just can't be too careful, can you?
Yeah, I think he did have an enemy or two. Or three. But you liked him.
I respected him. Good head on his shoulders. Good business sense, that man. He understood how to make things work for him.
Oh?
So what did Mr. Remington think of you? I mean, protesting in the middle of a swamp every day.
It wasn't his swamp. If he ever truly thought it was, then he was even more of a fool than he seemed.
But he didn't like you hanging around, right?
That man was exceptionally skilled at ignoring me, ignoring anything he didn't like.
So, what, he just left you alone?
He expected me to get bored and go home. He figured I'd get sick of this place and he'd have it back to himself.
But he didn't want it to himself, did he? He wanted lots of people to come visit all the time, surely.
I'm sure it says that in the brochure. Yes. Show it to somebody else. Why?
I have a...
I thought Remington was attacked by something with claws, wasn't he?
Oh, damn it.
What?
You're not a bad detective.
Well, I found the photo in Remington's office.
Aha.
It was ripped up, though. I think he was some kind
He
of...
was a lot of things. Don't lose that picture. And show it to Mr. Harper before you leave.
Interesting. Okay, you're not any less suspicious now. I just want you to know. I just want you to know, okay?
That museum... What is it?
You said yellow striped fabrics. I'm not sure what that means, though.
What can you tell me about your relationship with Richard Remington?
We didn't really have one, and now we definitely don't have one. But look, all I can say is that he was a coward who enjoyed watering down history for his own benefit.
What does that mean?
It means there are some chapters of this swamp's history that he never wanted anyone to know about.
Did he like you sniffing around this museum all the time?
I don't think he knew, to be honest. And even if he did, there's nothing he could have done about it. He has no right to this building. He knows that. We both know that.
Why not? It was part of his tourist attraction.
Thank you for subscribing, Captain2137. Thank you very much. Means a lot. Yeah, I know, right? It's exciting. Ooh. I don't know what this is gonna do. I did a thing. I don't know what that means. Okay, that's the emote. Okay, I see it now. Oh, cute. Well, thank you. I got to learn more about my stream, and I got a subscription. Thank you very much, Captain2137.
I have no interest in some. You're waste. So, you found it. I wonder who else knows about it.
There's a lot of people that know about this conspiracy. What the fuck?
It's supposed to. I'm impressed someone managed to pitch a tent here. And I'm impressed someone would want to.
Ah, okay.
It's a colorful, boggy-themed padlock. He's staring into my soul.
Conspiracy?
It should open if I set the right number.
If it's boggy themed, there's only one number related so far, and it was 1937. How do I? Ah, I see. 1937. Sorry, 34.
It's a journal. I guess it belongs to Echo. Bad news. Remington is dead. I don't know what to do. Was my whole protest in vain? They'll shut this place down, sure, but I'll never know if I got through to him. That's all he's written.
Very something. That's not what I wanted. There's still one thing I'm missing. I don't like missing things. I feel like I'm close to the end, like.
It's a humble Bonky doll. Bonky. What? It's too. Well, it's a photo of the swamp.
Let's see, there's all this stuff. Okay. Okay, that's fine. Okay. Just kind of work my way. Alright, so I missed all the stuff in the woods, whatever that is. So I'm going to have to go back there, try and find that. Everything in the museum. Okay. Okay. Looks like I got pretty much everything for here, at least. Except for whatever one thing at the crossroad that I missed. Okay, so I'm almost done with that then. I'm not crazy. Was it the crossroad, right? Shoot, was it crossroad or was it the... shoot. Nope, it was the... okay. Crossroads here.
Apparently, It's the base of a gigantic tree, and it's sitting in the very
That's a different
heart
thing
of the
than-
swamp.
That's different than the hole.
Was this entire place built around it?
Interesting. Okay, I think that was it. Okay. Other ones that we were missing. 2 in the woods. So I didn't do any looking.
What's this? Looks like the stuff in the water has been moved around. Maybe if I reposition them, I'll find a clue.
Clue? It's feats. Oh, wait, I have to like... Oh, I see. Hold on. Yeah, there we go. Okay.
I recognize that footprint.
There we go.
It's the same as the one found at the crime scene.
And is that what I was looking for here? Yeah. Okay, so there's one more thing I need to find here.
This staircase is a tree. And this tree is a staircase. And this place is so weird.
Say that again.
The water's clear here. I can see my reflection in it. Not bad.
Okay, that's it. That's all of them. Okay, cool. Okay. So I'm still missing... Huh. Yeah, I don't know if that's supposed to be just like a thing that helps or...
The water's clear.
I mean, let me just blast through some of these, I guess.
Not suspicious. Not suspicious. Not suspicious. Not suspicious. Not
I mean, we can
suspicious.
pretty clearly say at this point that Boggy is not the one that killed. Even if the creature is real, the creature didn't actually kill him. So that is suspicious.
Not suspicious.
That doesn't necessarily mean anything yet.
Not suspicious. Not suspicious.
It's fine.
Not suspicious.
That is suspicious. That is suspicious.
Not suspicious. Suspicious.
So,
I don't think.
Suspicious. Not suspicious.
And then that changes that. Okay, yeah. He's an idiot. Gonna be
Not
honest.
suspicious. Not suspicious.
He's an idiot. You're interesting.
Not suspicious. Not suspicious. Suspicious. Not suspicious. Not suspicious.
Now you're wicked fucking suspicious, my dude.
Hey,
Not suspicious. Not suspicious. Not suspicious.
I don't know what to mark for him. I mean, I don't want to mark him as not suspicious because he's super suspicious, but like, it's not because.
No, thank you.
Like, he's suspicious not because of the murder, but
I recognize some of those men. Unfortunately, they've hunted in this swamp before.
Before it became a protected area?
Before that, yes. And one of them after that.
yeah, I had a feeling.
Let's see. First and and now...
It's the same stuff.
Got it. Now I know. I'll write it down in my notes. The swamp slime. It's all the same. It's the exact same liquid again. There's something about that green slime. The fireplace poker found at the crime scene and Sally's legs are
Oh,
covered in
not
the same
Sally's
swamp
legs.
slime.
Yeah, whoops.
The fireplace
There we go.
poker found at the crime scene and
Black
the
leggings,
black
Sally's legs, it's like the
are
same
covered
thing.
in the same swamp slime. Sally's leggings. They link her with the crime scene. I'll have to ask her about it. You've been here so long, you must have crossed paths with Remington a few times. What did you think of him?
That man was a threat to the swamp. We'll be better off without him. Hopefully the curtain will fall on his little tourist attraction as well.
Better off? With a killer on the loose now?
There have been murderers loose in the swamp before.
What are you talking about?
In my time here, I've seen the swamp invaded by men. By
It's always men.
hunters. Several times. They're relentless.
What were they hunting? Wait, what about Boggy? Is that why no one has seen him in 60 years?
They always fell short of their ultimate goal. That just meant they came back again and again, doing more harm each time.
But this area is protected by law, right?
It is now, but some men have no respect for laws.
I'm at 98%. Look at that going up.
They tried to get me to leave my home. I stood my ground.
Obviously. But this whole area is a tourist attraction now. I doubt Remington would have allowed anyone to march into Boggy's bog with a gun and start hunting down his main attraction.
Silence. I might still need her chemistry skills. Interesting.
You said you knew Remington?
He and I knew each other for a long time. I came to work at his tourist attraction in the early days, when he needed help.
Well, what kept you here?
I know most people wouldn't want to work in a place like this. I actually like it here, so I was happy to oblige.
You might like it, but I still don't see why anyone would build a tourist attraction here.
Mr. Remington has his reasons. He probably had
Yeah.
several. I don't presume to know what they all were. Even though we were
You might
friends,
know some of them.
he had some secrets, some hobbies, that I was happy to let him keep secret.
Secrets? Hobbies?
Secrets.
A secret hobby?
He was a man with a dream.
Secrets.
I can tell you that much.
Secrets.
That's Mr. Remington's old hunting rifle. He
It's
usually
funny.
keeps it around.
Mr.
For
Remington's
whatever
hunting
reason,
rifle. Get
I
it?
was very
Remington.
fond of that thing. Looks like it was fired recently. It's Mr. Remington's fireplace poker. This slime on the handle. It's familiar for some reason. One of Mr. Remington's secrets. I never wanted to know the details, but these men travel the world, seeking mysterious animals to hunt. They
Assholes.
consider
They're
myths
called
and
assholes.
legends to be the ultimate prey.
That's called being an asshole. Just saying. Alright, Sally. Give it up. I know you're Britney Spears in disguise.
So what can you tell me
Take
about
that wig
your
off.
relationship with Richard Remington?
I didn't have one. I I think I spoke to him twice, ever. He usually seemed really busy, but more like preoccupied.
Preoccupied? Like he was thinking about something else? Something that wasn't this tourist attraction?
Who can say?
Challenge
What
question.
do old men think of
Who is it?
What?
It's
What?
Brittany,
What?
bitch.
Are you implying that I know the answer to that?
Is that one of your clues?
Pulls out a gun. Is that one of your clues?
I
It's a
have no idea
gun.
what that is. Where are...
Alright, let's do this.
Black leggings you found in your bag this morning. They're covered in the same slime that was on the murder weapon.
Everything in this swamp is covered in slime. What's your angle, Grimoire?
Your black leggings were part of the murderer's costume.
Costume? Is that why someone took them out of my bag last night?
Well, you know, I don't have proof someone else took them.
If I had been wearing them when I committed a crime, do you think I would hand them over to a detective the second he shows up? Besides, look at them. What do you notice?
They're loose and stretched.
That's right, someone else. Someone larger than me has worn these. They're stretched out, especially at the waist. It's pretty
Yeah.
obvious.
I'm gonna go
let's
ahead and
see.
say I know who it is already.
Someone stole them to use in their boggy costume, and then put them back in your bag when they were done?
If you say so. It's not my job to know all the details. It's my job to sell souvenirs. Do you want a souvenir?
Oh, my, yes, but only if you choose one for me.
You look like you could use something to wind up. You can take this one.
What? Exactly. Thank you. But hey, I'm 100% on a bunch of different things now. Huh. Look at that.
I think
I'm
it's
almost
time I
done.
went to talk to Officer James.
Not yet. Because see, 98%. I don't like 98% here. Not a fan of that. So what's the other part of that, then? I think that's the only thing that's left. Yeah, that's the only thing that's left.
What?
Well, let's talk to everybody and show it.
I always thought it
It's just part of the character, I guess. I'm surprised they don't sell some sort of boggy foot soaker.
And that would be the one product I'd consider buying.
2%. Absolutely. We're gonna do this. I'm not giving it up until I am done. It says 100% in the corner up here, but it's lying because it's on average of 100%. That is not 100%. Also, I have to go through here.
Not suspicious.
I can say
Not
he didn't
suspicious.
do it.
Not suspicious.
She didn't do it.
Not suspicious. Suspicious.
Wait,
not
fuck.
suspicious. Not suspicious.
Womp womp womp. That noise is something.
Not suspicious. Not suspicious. Not suspicious. Not suspicious. Not suspicious.
Alright, so where's everybody on this? Good. Alright. Yeah. You're really fucking sus. Echo is sus. Vote him out. Oh, hey. I got an achievement? I don't know what that means. I think I might have spoiled it. Echo vented. He's sus.
You don't know everything.
You can put that away.
example of how Boggy's feet are never shown in any form. They often use that little
No,
red bucket.
100%. 100%. She done did that. All right, well, cool. 100%. Technically, it's still lit up, so just gonna... Ooh, I just accidentally resized this. Did that... I can resize this? Whoa, I can resize this and make it bigger. That would have been way more useful a lot earlier. Yeah, okay, cool. Oh, wow, this makes it so much easier to see, and I had no idea that I could resize the window, I'm gonna be honest.
I'm afraid I have no idea.
Unfortunately, I've not actually played Among Us. Alright, let's talk about it.
Finally returned. Well, did you find the swamp creature? Where is he?
I did find him. I know where he is. He's in the tree.
I didn't find him.
What? You're not getting paid to wander.
Yeah, no, I've not
aimlessly,
played Among
Grimoire.
Us before.
Get back out there.
I don't need to.
Boggy's criminal record.
Why not? I thought he was our prime suspect.
Not anymore.
Didn't you find photographic evidence of Boggy from last night? Let me see that photo. If that's not Boggy, what is it?
I found designs for the costume in a trash can. Not only that, I collected all the pieces of the costume myself. Well,
'cause I'm amazing.
Nearly all of them. There's still the one that...
But the footprints at the scene of the crime! How can you prove these don't belong to a real creature? What's this? I thought there were no records of a footprint anywhere.
Guess
No,
what? Nobody went and talked to the
records. The footprints at
lady in the
crime scene
woods.
don't match the ones on this page. They were just a product of these slippers. A part of the costume.
But Grimoire, this costume, it doesn't have claws of any kind. How do you explain the 3 wounds on the victim's chest?
The prongs match up with the wounds perfectly. The hand was
Stabby.
even covered in slime, see?
Ah, but this swamp slime was one of the reasons Boggy became a suspect in the first place. Surely this only incriminates the creature further.
You'd think so, wouldn't you? But that slime, it's not exactly what you think. This stuff is an uncanny resemblance to the so-called swamp slime. A bunch of it was stolen from the storeroom of the cafe, which reminds me.
What is that exactly?
What
poisoned
is
hot dog.
that?
It's the second reason that the murderer broke into the storeroom. He put this green powder on the entire supply, just to make sure.
To make sure of what?
To make sure Remington got ill and had to return to his office.
Remington
We're gonna
went
solve
back to his
this.
office?
Gonna
Alone?
solve this. The murder.
I've been looking through your evidence, Grimoire. One piece in particular seems critical to me. I think we need to work
The
out.
video footage? Vincent Vanderpeer filmed it last night at the exact
Oh shit.
moment of
I
the
don't
murder,
remember
I
enough
believe.
of it.
Well, exactly. I think we can both agree these sounds in the background. They're essential in our mystery. Could you talk me through them?
Okay.
Just rearrange the descriptions on the left to match
Oh,
the
okay.
sounds on the right.
This isn't as bad as it sounds.
Drag them around and keep swapping until you're happy with the order. And if you want to hear the sounds again, you can tap on them.
No problem. I can always check my case file if I want to go over my notes.
Well, the ripping is the curtain fabric. The blast is the shot.
I think that's it.
There we go. I didn't even have to listen to any of the sounds.
Ah, excellent. There's just 2 small details bothering me. First
What?
of all, if Remington ripped off a piece of his curtains, why wasn't it found at the crime scene? What happened to it?
Turns out the murderer took that piece of fabric and concealed it inside the head of the costume. Then he fled the crime scene to hide all the parts in different areas of the swamp.
Ah, well, that's my problem. If Remington fired his rifle,
Filmed the
how
murder,
did
but I
the
didn't
assailant
really film the
survive and
murder.
manage to escape? Did Remington miss his target?
At point blank? A man of his experience? I don't think so. In fact, the answer to that question is the very last link in our chain. The one thing that has eluded me so far. I'll drag the clue items from the left onto my drawing here, and we'll see what happens when we compare the pieces I collected with the original design I found.
It was a body shot. Hello, I am the murderer.
Wait, you never found the body piece, the torso.
You're right, and I never would have found it.
If it weren't for those meddling kids.
Not lying around. Not like the others.
Because the
What does
bulk
this have to
and
do with the murderer surviving the rifle shot?
This torso is probably made up of some thick material. Something covering the culprit's entire upper body. I believe it may have even been enough to
Soften the impact from a bullet. Aha!
Exactly.
Well, let's put your theory to the test. Where is that last piece of the costume?
It's still on somebody's body.
How? We looked everywhere. Not a single clue.
Simple.
You didn't leave the boat.
He's still wearing it.
I don't know what you want with me. Sounds like you two were smart enough to uncover the real criminal in this swamp, and lucky enough to have somebody else deal with him for you. You worked it out. He had his rifle on him. He got half a glance at me and pulled the trigger without hesitation.
But why would he do that? You were dressed as Buggy. He shouldn't be pointing his gun at a unique scientific specimen, not to mention his main attraction.
You're right. It doesn't make sense.
It doesn't make sense, does it? Not unless you're in on the secret. The hunting photo leads me to believe Richard Remington was here to hunt Boggy.
I mean, yeah,
A
gentleman's
secret
society thing.
An order of hunters, seeking out mysterious and elusive creatures.
God, those
The order goes further than
cryptid
this
things
one
are
man,
creepy
and
as fuck.
much further than this one swamp.
The whole thing is kind of distressing. I knew something was wrong as soon as I stepped into that office.
I'm glad you've finally come around. It's not just
But
the...
what about Remington? He was a member of this order?
He made Boggy his own personal project, his own obsession. For years he hunted the creature, the potential perfect addition to his collection.
But he owned the tourist attraction. He set it up himself, didn't he?
He did. It was just his way of forming a legal loophole. Since the area became protected, he and his friends were unable to come here for hunting anymore. Boggy's Bog was just a front for his own little game. A man pursuing a creature.
A creature that might not even exist.
Except it does
That's
exist
why
because we've
Remington
seen it.
kept a rifle nearby at all times?
Well, exactly. He didn't want to take any chances.
Now, don't you see? I did this place a service. Did Boggy a service. That creature, he can live in peace again.
Can he? You tried to frame him for murder. You wanted everyone to think he was some kind of ruthless predator?
Well, think about it. Once he became suspected of murder, they'd have no choice but to shut this whole place down. Everyone would finally realize they had no business here.
I don't think that's how that works.
but he's not a killer. You're the one who...
Detective,
You.
Child?
it's finished. Oh, don't be angry. You should be glad. It's finally time to leave the swamp. You have another job
White
to
rich
do.
people, indeed.
I don't know.
Not that it makes any difference to somebody like you, but I never intended to kill him. Just to scare him. Convince him Boggy wasn't going to let him live here in peace any longer. But, true to form, he had his rifle on him. You worked out the rest yourself.
It makes a difference.
Well, Mr. Everstone, I'm afraid you'll still have to come with us. Fortunately, there's a police station just a few miles down the...
Hey, wait!
Well, yeah. Hello, friend. Hi. Look at her. Hi. He looks so uncomfortable. He's just like,
Aha!
Looks like you solved more than one mystery tonight.
Bye, Yoda. Look at that. Done in one night. The original and the sequel. Sort of. I don't know what to call. Yeah, no, I'll call it the sequel. Cool.
Grimoire.
Well, what did they decide to do?
We had Mr. Everstone questioned. He was happy to tell us everything he knew. A number of rumors going around the department have been confirmed.
And Remington's office?
Searched down to the last detail. And well, we agree with you, but I know what you're thinking. I'd love to put an end to it, just the same as you. But there's always...
Are we going after them?
We'd better be.
Sequel. Sequel only took a couple years. Well, there we go. Oh, haunt the swamp. I probably had to. You said the ghost. Probably should have put the ghost down. And then I would have 100%ed all these. But that's okay. S rank. Lol. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with the little girl. She's a cop now, apparently. No, I'm gonna try not to think about that too hard, I guess. Yeah. Well, there we go. That was Detective Grimoire. Cool little thing. Not gonna lie, that was fun. Kind of procedural. Pretty fun that it was, you know, everything was laid out there. I had my notebook ready to go the whole time. I had it sitting right here. My pen. I've probably played with it a whole bunch on stream, but I was ready, and I didn't need it. Neat little investigation kind of thing. I liked that. Reminded me a little bit of Omen Sight, if anyone's played that, which is kind of like a mix between a hack and slash and an investigation thing. Kind of reminded me of that. You know, you don't really necessarily have to remember everything. It will kind of come to you over time anyway. But yeah, no, it was pretty fun. So, you know, I did say that I had thought it was at least going to take a whole day, a whole week. So on Thursday we'll do Tangle Tower. I don't know if Tangle Tower is going to be the same. CJ, you probably can speak more to this lengthwise. A little nervous about starting a game on a Thursday and having to wait the whole weekend, but it's a possibility. Yeah, it definitely kind of felt like this was the game that they this is the game that they wanted to make. If they had a budget, if they could, this was the game they wanted to make. Turned out pretty good. I liked it. I'm glad that it got kickstarted and everything like that. So, but yeah, really fun time. This was a pretty good game, not gonna lie. I was a little worried too about following up Oberdin, because Oberdin was fucking crazy, and really, really fun too. I really liked every part about that. So, um, I think, yeah, no, I can't. I don't have any bad things to say about Oberdin. Honestly, it was really well done. Um, well, that's awesome. I'm definitely excited to check it out, and I'll be checking it out on Thursday. Crab people, which thank God they aren't actually like crab centaurs, but like, um, they're still riding crabs, and they're still like shrimps, but also mermaids, but shrimps. It was a whole thing. Anyway, um, okay, so the next one is probably going to take a little bit longer then. Okay, that makes sense. We'll have to try and maybe find another time to stream in there as well, or just wait. It's a possibility. I don't know. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. Thursday is gonna be a little bit of a step away. I'm gonna be a little out there because yeah, Cyberpunk 2077 is releasing tomorrow. And I've had it pre-ordered for a while. So yeah, I'm glad I'm not streaming on Wednesday because I would probably have canceled. Um, you know. So there we go. This channel does have everything. It's got crab people. It's got Boggy, the swamp monster. I don't know what to call him. The frog is like a frog. Um, weird cowbell, more cowbell. That came out sounding like JFK. Not. Yeah, that was not the right accent. Whatever. Um. Oh, that's really good. Yeah, no, it is honestly a pretty good deal. Pretty big deal. So I'm glad we're going to be looking for some pretty good voice acting. This was pretty good voice acting, honestly. Um, so, but yeah, I'll be excited to give it a shot and get excited to see what we've got. Did not mean to rhyme that. But it's that time, folks. I've got to head to bed. As much as I enjoy spending time with all of you, I want to just quickly go ahead and kind of follow up with a little bit of a shout out. I want to thank Moonfreckle Fox for following me actually yesterday. Sorry that I didn't call you out earlier. Want to thank you again, CJ, for rating me earlier. That was very nice of you. Thank you for coming with your stream. And I want to thank Captain2137 again for subscribing. It was very kind of you. Thank you very, very much. It means a lot. So, all right. Other things. If you are not already, the Discord link is right here. Go ahead, type that into your browser, and you can join the Discord. So, and then BOSTrophyWife both on Twitter and Instagram. And that's how I announce all my streams. Wow, that took a little too long to come up with. So I announce all my streams on Twitter and on Instagram. You can follow me in either way. We obviously talk about everything in the Discord, so if you want to have a little bit more say in what happens on the stream, feel free to drop in there. I like to think that we're a chill group of people. I don't actually have any rules or anything in my Discord other than kind of just like, don't be a dick. Should probably make an actual rules channel, shouldn't I? Not a channel, but that whole thing. I should do that. Anyway. The parlor. Yes, it's the parlor. Welcome to Boston Jersey Wife's parlor. Yeah. My favorite really terrible joke is, what's the best way to fake a posh British accent? It's only 3 syllables. I think I probably have told this joke on stream before, but I'm going to do it again anyway. 3 syllables. Her, and lur. And then you just add a little tune to it. Oh, hello. Hello. It's best if you don't move your mouth. Hello. 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 That's all you have to do. That's it. And look at that. You're a duke. End of Mrs. Doubtfire. It's the truth, though. Oh man. Anyway, thank you all for coming to the stream. Sorry about the late start. Hopefully, I'll get a handle on that for next time. And yeah, this was a fun little thing. Look for Tangle Tower on Thursday, 8 p.m. usual time, usual place right here. So I will see you all then. Thank you very much. Have a wonderful night. Stay safe, stay healthy, and rest easy. I'll see you on Thursday. Bye-bye.